Kia ora everyone, hello and welcome to the mighty Taranaki, the home of the Airs. It is the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Great to have you with us. NZNBL still to come a little later this afternoon. Hello, all smiles. Great to have the fans in here nice and early. Justin Nelson with you, Casey Frank right alongside me. Round 15 Rapid League action, game on.
Time to get busy. Taranaki Airs have had a tuning team all season long. The Tuatara looking to reclaim some of that form they had early in the season, late in this one.
Let's have a look at the Sky Broadband Rapid League ladder as it stands. Of course, the Giants have locked everything up. The big news here today and the opportunity, the Airs can move to second.
And that would be a big jump for them. Nothing but bragging rights on the line because it is locked up, but always be better to be second than third.
Absolutely, my word it is. Tuatara looking to move up the table as well. There's the Aucklanders getting their last second messages. This is how they'll start. Fitzgerald, Wiley, the Ledger boys, brothers in action, and Nick Barrow.
Very strong team on the interior with Ledger and Barrow. Look for them to go down into the post early and often in today's Rapid League action.
The Taranaki Airs, they've shuffled things around a little bit today. A couple of injuries in the team. This is how they'll line up. Xavier Adam, Jordi Hoyata. Dane Burtonshaw comes into the team, Nico Hill, and Cam Quinnell. Yeah,
with some of the defections on the NZNBL team, this is a much smaller team than we've seen, but that pace that they can play with will be very difficult for the Tuatara to stay with in transition. As we take a look at the head-to-head, their last matchup was back in the second game of the year, an overtime victory for the Tuatara. A couple of free throws late. You see the current form, 3 on the trot for the Airs. The Tuatara up and down. The big question today, can the Tuatara find enough points to stay with the pace of the Taranaki Airs? Both teams, those points in the paint, look for that to lift for the Tuatara and drop for the Airs in today's matchup.
Yeah, Airs #1 in the Sky Broadband Rapid League for points. They pour them on quickly. Let's have a look at the coin officials. Sharon Martin, Mikey Graham, and Kobe Lucas with the whistles. Sal's NBL later today. What a beauty that'll be. Second versus third, and a semi-final spot up for grabs.
Still alive in the chase. A lot of the Airs personnel, staff were very surprised to hear they've still got a decent chance at it. So certainly something that they will be chasing with some vigor this afternoon.
Yeah, if the Airs can get the wins today, they are right in the mix for a top 2 finish. Just about set to go with this one. Sky Broadband Rapid League, of course, the Airs in that lime green. One of my favourites, Casey. I know it doesn't rank highly with you, but...
I'm a big fan.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of the Rapid League. They've committed. They've actually given it a go. And you know, I got to say, much better just the plain old grey that the Tuatara.
Oh, hello to our Tuatara fans. There's Josh Wiley getting us underway. Nick Barrow with the opening shot.
Was that a three-pointer or was that a 17-footer? That was outside the range that Nick Barrow normally looks for that jump shot in.
We saw Kamani Lawrence hit a 3 the other night.
Fantastic to see that, the development that he's put into his jump shot over the season.
Some pressure here, forcing a turnover. Ruben Fitzgerald comes up for the Tuatara with the strip.
Well, you love to see that level of activity. Ozara Bama is going to be really happy with that on-ball pressure. That's something the Tuatara have to continue to do throughout this game because of the numerous ball handlers that the Airs feature.
And they'll be wanting Fitzgerald to fire. He scored 10 points last time against the Airs in that 2-point overtime thriller. Turnover here as the Airs come forward. Hill, Hoyata, Adam, all searching for a way in. Extended defense here. Adam sends it back over. Quinnell, nowhere to go. Hands it back to his point guard. Rebound, Hill underneath, attacking as always, and he comes up short.
Should have just been a little bit more aggressive maybe. Good attack on the glass, but the Tuatara coming in transition.
Ledger inside. The brothers finding each other. Josh to Will.
Ledger to Ledger, Josh Ledger. He's really worked on his game this year. I like when he gets that grab and go and the ability to put it on the floor and make good decisions. Key to be able to do that.
Deep 3 is good for Ken Quinnell.
Well, he looked off the first shot that he could have had in the first possession, but let that one fly quickly. And why not when you stroke it like that?
So an opening basket for both teams here in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. We know how quickly the points can rattle on. Deep on the iron, Fitzgerald. Wiley keeps it alive. And they go again. crafty. Fitzgerald picks up the dribble. That's a tough pass. Wiley took contact, got the shot up. Can't finish it off.
Somehow got that ball across. Wiley unable to get the finish. Now in transition, the Airs come back, but miss the layup at the rim, does Cornell.
Here's his opposite, number 5, stepping around. Delightful move by Josh Ledger, I should say.
Josh Ledger with a handle. Didn't know he had that kind of, and then we see the attack in transition. We don't even have time to chat as Burdenshaw comes back with a quickness on the wing to get the finish from the layup.
And this is how quickly the baskets can come. End-to-end stuff. Fitzgerald, Ledger working together. Wiley, nowhere to go. Shot clock down to 8. Fitzgerald now gets on the drive, finds a way through, all the way off the glass.
Well, nice screen there, creating that advantage, and then Fitzgerald does the rest. A burst of speed gets him to the cup for the finish.
Now he's putting some pressure again on Adam. Here's Hoyata, well short from the wing.
Here's Ledger again with the ball in hand, leading that break, making good decisions so far.
Sends it down to his brother. The Ledgers squaring up yet again.
They have completed that one a couple of times. Josh Ledger basically playing point right now for the Tuatara and doing it well.
Yeah, I like it. Burtonshaw off the glass high. Here's Ledger again, dominating this opening quarter. Searching inside for Barrow. Came off the foot of Cornell in the end.
Really nice look, good anticipation. We waited for that to develop, but just a little awry on the angle of the pass, so it goes out of bounds. Some subs in now for the Tuatara as we get in Sievert and Ratu.
Here is Sievert, right on cue. How about that? First touch for the young man.
That is confidence. Northcote College product comes out with the triple to now double up the Airs, up 6 points.
What a start for Aaron Sievert. Hoyata is held up, and he'll pay the first visit of the day to the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Well, you love to see that kind of production off the bench. It's one of the areas where the Rapid League has made some inroads, I think, for these younger players, getting a chance to come out here and play a little bit of basketball. Lifts the confidence about what they're able to get done.
Speaking of young players, we have all been fascinated over the last week, Casey, with the New Zealand under-17s, of course, at the World Cup. Top 4 headed to the bronze medal game. Incredible.
Had a little bit of a speed bump last night against the U.S. team, but fantastic to see. And I guarantee if you would have told those boys coming in they would be playing for bronze, they would have taken that opportunity. Now they just have to grab it with both hands and finish the job they've started. It's been captivating to watch and just great to see where the development of the game is in that age group basketball right now.
Dying stages. Wiley, some singlets to get through. He does to Ledger. Maybe a touch in there from Hill. Late opportunity at 3. They've got to go. They do off the hand of Trot. And it wasn't too far away. So 1 quarter down here this afternoon in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And it's the visitors leading this one by 5, 11 to 6. Good start though, bit of fun. Good start.
Tuatara doing a really nice job of controlling the glass. Now the team really finding a lot of range from deep. The Taranaki Airs just 25% at 1 for 4. The Tuatara 1 for 2 at 50%. All the action being done in the inside. Just 2 offensive rebounds in total in this game, but also impressively, just 2 turnovers. So taking care of the basketball, creating good shots, and the efficiency of the Tuatara right now is the difference in this ball game. 56% from the field compared to 25% for the Airs.
All of the stats were thanks to Chemist Warehouse. Of course, no timeouts during the game. The coaches do get a chance to talk to their players at quarter time and half time. Only briefly though. Each team does have a player timeout per half, the same as the Sal's NBL. Young Josh Wiley there sitting at the end of the bench. One of 3 boys, of course, triplets. Triplets. And I do have the news for everyone who wants to hear these stories about triplets. Josh is the eldest.
The oldest? Okay, good to know.
That's important for him.
It definitely is. I guarantee he mentions it. Maybe that's why he's the one who made the Rapid League squad and the Tuatara wider squad. Of course, still at Rosmini, I believe just 16 years old.
Yeah, he is. And hello, good afternoon to Chris and Liam, the brothers, of course. Chris is officially number 2.
I mean, you're just set up to be a good hooper. You can play 21 forever with 3. You just never stop.
And Liam, guess what? Number 3. Back underway. And an early foul called here. Talking about the Sky Broadband Rapid League and the New Zealand Under-17, it's been a few conversations this week, but just the opportunity that so many of those young guys have had through the Rapid League, through the Sal's NBL, to go to that World Cup. Match hardened, Casey.
Yeah, about half that lineup that made it to the Under-17 squad has come over, as we see a nice triple on the far side coming from Trot, who cuts that lead down to 2 now. But it's all about the opportunity to play. You can't get better if you're not on the court playing against good players. Iron sharpens iron. The better you are training against, the better the players you're playing against, the better you will be come down the line.
There's Ledger inside. Got the opportunity at the N1 now.
And I was a little surprised that the Tuatara haven't been more consistently attacking the interior with the strength of Ledger and Barrow on the low post. Those two guys so good down low. I just don't think that this air squad has the size to keep them from imposing their will if they get the catches on the block. Josh Ledger off to a heck of a start, doing it from the point guard spot, doing it in transition, now hitting the free throw. 5 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists for him already.
He's been busy, hasn't he? And they lead by 5. Burtonshaw, saw him play a huge game in the Sky Broadband Rapid League here earlier this year. Has it in hand now. He goes from deep. He wasn't far off either. Young Wiley getting up big.
Tuatara doing a nice job of really cutting down those penetration lanes, all that activity outside beyond the 3.
Wiley, Ledger, inside on the turnaround. Usually a deft touch from Nick Barrow.
Ooh, I thought Aaron Sievert might have forced that off the hand of one of the Taranaki players there, most likely Xavier Adam, but we see the post-up go. Here Sievert crashes. Yeah, that does look like it went off the hand, but good job there by the Tuatara to make it tough.
Everyone's favourite policeman, of course, Nick Barrow.
I don't know. Well, what about Brad Clove? We've got a few coppers out there.
One of the coin officials, Brad Clove, also a...
Or you double it up if you're an official and an officer.
Oh, that's a bit of authority, isn't it, right there? Adam. Quinnell. Lovely stroke.
Good looks, but the three-point shot going wanting right now here in the second quarter for the Airs.
Love the work that Josh Ledger is doing this afternoon. Involved in everything. Sievert already has put away one big 3. That one off. Trot to the corner. Burtonshaw. Both teams getting a lot of looks here.
Both teams dominating the defensive glass, doing a nice job of boxing out physically.
Through traffic.
Nice defense. Hill got a hand on that one to block it and starts the break.
Hands it off inside. Now, was there a step there? There was against Quinnell.
Yeah, just could not quite get himself to stop there before shuffling the feet. Tried to come to a jump stop, but got the happy feet first. A little penguin dance in action.
So margin still at 5. Midway through this second quarter. 4 by 4-minute quarters in the Rapid League, of course. Highest combined score came a couple of weeks ago. I think between the Giants and the Sharks. Fitzgerald, nice move there. 100 points Casey scored in a Rapid League game.
A lot of points in 16 minutes. And a nice action there for the Tuatara. Making that opportunity with the screen.
Nico Hill has been one of the best in the competition. Look at that.
Love that mid-range action. Looking for some opportunities for penetration, but just gives the lift and makes it very difficult to contest for the defense. Still down 5 on the Airs, though.
And that's Hill's first bucket of this game. He is one that can spark things up pretty quickly. Fitzgerald pulls up, deep 2, leaves it short.
Both teams doing a good job of cutting down the penetration. Not a lot of penetrations to the basket with the ball in hand.
There's Nico Hill again. Had a sneaky look. Pulls up deep 2. There's that stroke.
Feeling good in the mid-range right now. Hit that first one. Now he's got something going on. A little rhythm dribble to get him into that spot around 17 where he's confident.
He's the one, isn't he? We've seen it play out like this many times this season. A block. Quinnell getting up. Here come the Airs.
Sievert with a nice drive, but the defense came over and rotated well. Now with 13 seconds on the clock, we see a player timeout as the Taranaki Airs want to discuss what they want to do, and I like this timeout. They'll be able to take the last shot of the quarter if they want to with just 13 seconds left on the clock. Nicely timed, so they don't get it with another extra 3 or 4 there. Instead, they can discuss the action and run it to perfection.
FIBA starter, $30 a month for the first 3 months. Sky Broadband, what a beauty. skybroadband.co.nz, available to September 30. Get on board, here we go. Potentially last play of the opening half here this afternoon. Adam just leaning in on him. Is Sievert?
Not too much of a big deal because the ball will stay on the sideline, so I don't mind that foul actually, because it gives them a little bit less time to activate. Question is, will the Tuatara get a rebound or possession with a little time in the sleep to call their own timeout?
Nico Hill searching. Burtonshaw, tough shot from the corner. Oh, look at that. Nick Barrow straight away understood the situation, screamed out, player timeout, and they've got 1.4 case.
Yeah, I think they're going to go up to 2. I think they're going to get a little extra time. That he called that one immediately upon catching it, and there it is, up to 2 seconds. So a bit of extra time for this team to work out with, and not a ton of shooting out on the lineup out there for him. It's going to be Ledger on the lob. Is it going to be Sievert coming off some screens for a catch and shoot? Those are the 2 most likely I'd be looking for.
Players have become so much better this year with the player timeout. Don't be surprised if there's a give and go here. Watch Ruben Fitzgerald. Goes inside, in fact, looking for Ledger. Good hand from Quinnell, and that'll do us. So half-time, Sky Broadband Rapid League this afternoon. It's a 3-point margin in favour of the Auckland Tuatara, and of course, Sal's NBL coming your way very, very soon. A Sunday double, Rams and the Sharks later tonight from Cal Stadium as well.
Big day of basketball as you got the top 2 teams in action on the ladder. And we take a look at some highlights from that first half. Josh Ledger finds Will Ledger. The law firm of Ledger and Ledger gets it done to kick things off, coming the other way. The 3-point shot finds it to even things up. Ruben Fitzgerald attacked the rim quite a few times and found some success on multiple occasions. A lot of Josh Ledger to Will Ledger in that first half. The brothers finding each other. Sievert's first touch, and that 3-point shot is the difference in the ball game right now. But he wasn't the only shooter out there, as we saw some action from the Morgan Trott and the Airs as well. Before we, late in that one, Hill with a couple of mid-range jumpers closed that gap and made it a 1-possession ball game at halftime. As we take a look at the overall stats, Justin.
Tuatara shooting slightly better at the moment. Rebounds all tied up at 9 apiece. Really nothing in this game to the half. Low scoring, one of the rare ones that we see. It is tight. Remember, the Airs are the #1 scoring team in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, well held at the moment to 13.
And only 1 offensive rebound apiece, and also just the 2 turnovers for each team, so taking care of the basketball. And if you don't want to turn things over, just go ahead and grab a big pineapple pizza for $40, because you won't be turning that one over at all.
Oh, there's an argument coming up in the commentary box here this afternoon. I'm a pineapple man. You, Casey Frank, are not.
Oh, no, it's sacrilege. Pineapple on a pizza. What are we doing?
Yes.
But hey,
yes.
If somebody wants a pineapple on the pizza, go for it. I'll just judge you from afar and know that I'm right.
Oh, I love a bit of pineapple on a pizza.
What are you, 7 years old?
Oh, come on. That's a bit harsh.
Expand the palate. Next thing you're going to tell me you don't like mushrooms on there, Justin.
Oh, now they are fighting words right there. Second half about to start. Josh Ledger. Good first half from Josh. I like the fact that he's got the ball in hands a fair bit more today.
Well, he's actually a guy that I'm a little surprised hasn't had more opportunity in the NBL. You know, he's gotten his fitness, I think, to a higher level. He's had an injury-free season, and he's still a guy that looks like somebody who could play big minutes in the NBL if needed.
Fitzgerald misses from deep. Got some in and out news on players for the Sal's NBL this afternoon. We'll bring you up to speed shortly. Here's Xavier Adam. Did well there, attracted plenty of attention. Open it up for Quinnell. Look out underneath. Dane Burtonshaw.
Aggressive on the glass. Second offensive rebound of the game for the Airs, and he just fought off the Wiley box out very well.
Speaking of Wiley, Nick Barrow just off to the left, gets it back. More Wiley happening right here to the name of Josh.
Well, a nice shot there with that little step through the floater action after bumping off the guard with the shoulder.
Corner, 3! Look look at that, Burtonshaw.
Well, he's come out aggressive, 5 straight points for him for the Airs, and has tied this one up to Tuatara in a dogfight.
We've seen this script before with Dane Burtonshaw.
We've seen it with the Tuatara quite a few times as well. Early leads tend to go away late for them. They have to find a way to hold on if they want to get this done.
Locked up, Wiley runs into Cam Quinnell. Cam Quinnell with the big hand.
Just too big, does a nice job of staying on his feet, doesn't go for the fake, enabling him to get that block shot.
Adam backs it out. Hill on the wing. Adam alone at the top. He goes deep on the shot. Oh, coming through, Oyata with the foul.
Well, that's really nice defensive positioning by Wiley there. He noticed that Nick Vero had the mismatch on Nico Hill there. He wanted to attack, but he just digged right in, got to that elbow, took away the angle, and that enabled that missed shot on the closeout. The foul there as Barrow tried to grab it, and a few subs coming in here with 2:20 left in the third quarter.
Round 15 winners in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. The Fi defeated the Saints by 2. Bulls over the Hawks by 14. Nuggets took down the top team, the Giants, by 1. And the Hawks defeated the Jets last night by 3. All tied up here. Hill. Searching. Quinnell has already hit a triple and has hit another.
Well, they're stretching out the defense of the bigs now, really forcing them to go out and contest. Ledger doesn't get there and enables them to take the lead.
Ledger back the other way. There's Quinnell rebounding again, and he could figure with some more minutes in the Sal's NBL now that Sam Frolling's gone.
They're going to be desperate for bigs, so they're going to have to find a way. As we see a beautiful backdoor cut and pass. Well done there. Nico Hill, the recipient of that pass. As Huerta dropped it in there for the assist.
Here's Fitzgerald, block again.
Well, the Airs have just picked up the level of intensity. The turnover there, their third of the ball game, comes at an inopportune time. But the Tuatara not really breaking down this defense anymore. And on the defensive end, they're really struggling to get back in transition and get out to those perimeter shooters who have found a little bit of form.
Airs have scored the last 7, now lead the game 23-18. They are shooting a little bit off from deep though. That last one from Quinnell was a beauty. Josh Ledger answering. And he's now up to 7 in the game. Leading the way for the Tuatara. Quinnell slipping, threw it into the back of Wiley. The young 16-year-old guard now goes back inside to Barrow. Good setup, another block, this time Morgan Trott.
Well, when he didn't go straight up with it, he gave the Morgan Trott a chance to come in and get that block, and he does so nicely.
Airs lead by 3. They now lead by 6, 26-20. Airs leading by 6, and another triple
That's their
for Cam Quinnell.
6th triple of the ball game. They have suddenly found their form from deep.
Sievert in and out. Nico Hill settles it down.
A chance to take the last shot, and what a turn of events. They were struggling in that first half, but they have exploded here in the third quarter. Wiley with another late foul, but time on the clock and not yet in the Bowmans. So that puts the ball to the sideline and makes it a little bit more difficult to execute with just 5.4 left to get it off a clean look.
And Burtonshaw coming on as well. You'd expect him to sit in the corner here. The Airs had 13 points to the half, Casey. They've rattled on another 13 in the last 4 minutes. There's Burtonshaw in the corner. Keep an eye on him. Quinnell. Oh, he'll go it alone. Cam Quinnell.
Hits up for the flush. Nice dribble. A chance for the Tuatara goes wanting as time runs out, but beautiful drive. Not settling for the jump shot with 5 seconds left, instead putting pressure on the rim. And all of a sudden, things are looking a little bit better.
Quinnell jumps up to 11 points in the game now. And that lead is at 8. 15-point quarter for the Taranaki Airs, 28-20, leading the way. And the Tuatara have a little bit of work to do, don't they? Now there's some news coming up for the Sal's NBL this afternoon. We can confirm that Mitch McCarron has now been taken out of the team. He was questionable coming in with an ankle injury, ruled out.
That's unfortunate for the Airs, but as much as they'd like to win today's game, there's eyes on the prize, and that's the postseason. He means so much to this team. The question is Flynn Cameron going to make himself available? Word is he's in the gym. Haven't heard yet officially if he's going to be able to make the play or not. That's a long trip back from Greece.
Well, Flynn Cameron has actually been named in the Sky Broadband Rapid League lineup today, but I don't think we're going to see him on court. He is in the gym. He's definitely here.
Has not dressed in the Rapid League, so he is. That means he's not in the starting lineup as of yet. That means he's more than likely going to suit up. The question is he going to be able to get some playing time? Because I think probably two minds. Flynn Cameron, the player, definitely wants to play, but you do have to think about the postseason, the stress on these players' bodies, and that's a long trip to get back from.
Ayers win today in the Sal's NBL. They keep their top two alive, and a home semi-final underway in the last quarter, Xavier. Adam, of course, if the Tuatara win today, they lock in a home semi-final.
Yeah, that's where all the noise is at, but they're going to be struggling to get this win in the Rapid League, as the Ayers have really found another level of play here in the second half.
Sievert, inside, outside, inside finish.
Well, nice drive there. Thought he might have had a decent look at the three, but he gives that little step back fake and forces the defender to bite, opening up that driving lane. And earlier in the game, he drove to the cup, got it rejected. That did not dissuade him the second time around. Look at that contact, heavy contact after the finish, and a chance for the three-point play the old-fashioned way on this one here.
Getting an opportunity for the Tuatara today. Aaron Sievert, of course, still three Tall Blacks out of the lineup this afternoon. Corey Webster, Tom Vodanovic, and Ruben Taranaki. Oh, big triple from the corner. Morgan Trott.
And that's the difference in today's game. That's their sixth triple of 14 shots at 43%, where the Tuatara only managing just one out of 6 at 17%. Those 15 points, that is the difference in the ball game.
And they started slow from outside, but gee, they've picked it up. There's a triple coming back the other way. Noah Latu.
Just when I speak it, if you come speaking too soon, cuts it back down to 7. But the inside-out action what created that ledger down low, drawing defenders before kicking it out for Latu's opportunity from deep.
Here's Hill on the move, up and over the top. Wiley has been productive. Sievert took a bump, didn't he? The pass was
beautiful.
Really good, wasn't it, to Ledger?
Well, really had the defenders confused there, because it looks like he was going out to the perimeter for another three-point look, but at the last second, he probably earlier, he understood where he was going with the basketball. Ledger, however, doesn't get the chance to complete. And a good foul in the end for the Ayers to put the Tuatara back into half-court offense.
Rams and Sharks double to come later today from Christchurch. Ledger inside to Barrow, out to the corner, Sievert.
Good penetrating passing, drawing defenders in before going outside. Sievert can't find a look, and the Taranaki Ayers back in transition.
Morgan Trott, how about the big fella?
Finding the form from deep. His third triple of the ball game, all 9 of his points from behind the arc, playing with some confidence.
Well, what about Cam Quinnell and Morgan Trott? The two forwards have combined for 6 threes in this game.
The threes keep on raging as Aaron Sievert hits his second of the ball game. He's up to 9 points now, leading scorer for the Tuatara. Leading scorer in the game is Quinnell, who's hit 3 triples of his own. All 6 of those 7 triples, as you mentioned, Justin, all coming from the forward pack.
Slow start from these two teams today. Nico Hill adds another 2. The scoring has certainly dialed up. 1.5 to play. Sievert on the move, somehow found a way through.
And Sievert aggressive here, beautiful little spin moves, gives him the opportunity to break through the defenders. He's now up to 11 points, tied for leading scorer in the ballgame.
Talk about taking a chance. Getting a run today, Aaron Sievert.
When you get these opportunities, you grab with both hands, because you never know who's watching.
Definitely done that. Trott gave up the 3, goes all the way to the rack.
Good, strong, physical defense by Nick Barrow down low. The Tuatara not done yet with a minute left. This could go, this could change things, but it misses off front and rim.
Noah Latu with the big shot. Here's Adam under pressure. Oh, come up with it, Tuatara. Good work, Wiley and Ledger. And they team up again. Wiley to Ledger for the finish.
Well, Xavier Adams was stuck. He didn't have anywhere to go, so he tried to throw it off a leg instead. Turnover. Good attack on the other side as Josh Ledger up to 9 points to go with 6 rebounds and 4 assists.
Wow.
I mean, if you get to a 5x5, 5-5-5, that's basically a triple-double, really.
16 minutes.
Yeah, it's a really impressive all-around game here.
34.3 to play. Both teams still have their player timeout. It's only 5.
Tuatara got to come up and try and force a turnover here. I'd be trapping in the backcourt. Never know what can happen.
And they're right onto it, aren't they? Quinnell.
Oh, that's a travel.
Across the half. Did he drag the foot?
Oh, my. I think he got away with one there. Maybe he kept that one down. Normally when it looks that awkward, you're going to get whistled for it. Now, let's see. He hangs on to this one. There's the jump stop. Oh, that is the skinniest of toenails on the ground there, holding that position.
Rubber on the floor. There's a foul on the inbound. Tuatara haven't got time to burn here.
And that's going to be free throws. Back into the bonus are the Airs. A couple of shots here. If you hit them both, it's going to make it tough. Quick foul there by Fitzgerald.
We've only seen 4 shots from the Chemist Warehouse in this whole game.
Both teams have been defending it quite nicely without fouling. 10 fouls total in the game, and those last couple purposeful.
Nico Hill, he's got such a pure shot, hasn't he?
Makes it look easy, up to 9 points. He can hit double figures with this one. Big game for him. 9 points, looking for 10 on the make, 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Wouldn't be surprised, yeah. I like this timeout here by the Tuatara. Extend the game. They can bring that ball up into the half court now. Give themselves a little bit more time. If they get a quick hit on a make, possibly from deep, they will be able to give themselves a chance to win. But one good solid possession defensively here from the Airs, and that will end it.
Well, it's one of those occasions, isn't it, Casey, where you've got no time to burn, so you're better off to take the player timeout now. Just move it up.
You can't worry about a quick make. It's going to take 10 seconds to get that done. This way, catch and shoot, maybe you're just down to 25.
Real scoring explosion by the Airs in the second half here today. And they're well on their way to victory. Fitzgerald got to do something quickly. Sievert has had a hot hand. That one doesn't go. Battle on the boards. Barrow getting after it. I think it's come off his fingertips. It has.
Good look for Sievert. I like the action. Maybe a little bit more slowly developing than you'd like with that much time left, but they got a clean look. Just unfortunately, their top scorer in the day unable to drop it.
Airs don't call the player timeout. They want to bring it in. They do. Tuatara need to foul quickly. Mid-court and across. Quinnell. Now they've got plenty of time on their side. And they've got Nico Hill.
Now the other thing we should be thinking about now is crossover and count back. All these points count. And the Airs are still chasing the Tuatara in the standings.
Yeah, this is huge. They get back 10 points on them, or do they make it 7 on the buzzer?
Huge shot by Aaron Sievert there. It doesn't seem like in the chase of things, but I think you've got the numbers actually, Justin. There's only about 50 points between these teams right now. And a 10-point win in this one would have been big for the Airs. Big shot by Sievert at the end.
Yeah, 44-point margin between these two teams coming in, or these two Sal's NBL teams coming in, so that now is down to 37 as the split on the ladder, with the Airs getting the win here, 43 to 36. And the two forwards did the damage, Cam Quinnell and Morgan Trott. Gee, did they fire. And Casey Frank has got the two big young fellas with him now. Casey.
Well, what a day shooting the basketball. It was a slow first half, but you really found some range out there, confidence high. What were you seeing?
It's easy when my teammates hit me up. So trust my teammates. Good point guard in Zave. Finds me, make open shots.
And then, of course, you're chasing a big lead. You're still chasing second place. Heard some instructions from the sideline. What were there? What was Trent trying to bark out at you guys to get done?
Just points differential. Points on the board. Keep going. Keep aggressive. That's pretty much it.
Aggressiveness looked great. Way to shoot the ball.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And coming right in, the other shooter in the game. You guys combined for 6 triples on the day. How did it feel out there? You got some clean looks and we're shooting with confidence.
Yeah, no, it's good to actually be able to knock them down tonight. So yeah, no, a bit more rest this game. So yeah, it's good.
And you guys have gotten a little bit smaller since you've lost Sam Froling in the Rapid League. That's taking Q up to the starting lineup. How's it playing with that much speed with this lineup? You guys look pretty fast out there.
Yeah, I mean that's our goal. We want to push it and just have fun and get everyone involved really. So yeah.
That's looked like what was happening out there. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
So the Airs get the win in the Sky Broadband Rapid League this afternoon. They jump up to second on the ladder behind the Giants. But importantly, they claim back 7 points on the Airs, on the Tuatara, I should say. And that is so important. The Airs with a chance to keep their top two alive in the Sal's NBL here today.
There's a big difference between a semifinal and a final. Of course, it's all going to get decided coming up next, 3 p.m. in the Sal's NBL. Can the Airs replicate the result from the Rapid League and get themselves even closer to that all-important first-round bye?
No Mitch McCarron this afternoon for the Airs. No Corey Webster, Tom Verdanovic or Ruben Tarangi for the Tuatara. Now, interestingly, this is what we're talking about at the moment. This is the way the final six looks right now in the Sal's NBL. Now, things could change. We know that there's plenty of games to come. Rams in action tonight. There's a whole round to come next week. But as of sitting here right now, Casey, this is how we look.
What won't change is these 6 teams. What may change is where they're playing. There's still a little bit of movement. The Tuatara still chasing that top spot. They want #1 seed. The Rams still trying to hold on to it. As we mentioned, the Airs, they have the opportunity to get to #2. And there still could be some movement as well between the Saints and the Airs and the Bulls. All those teams have the possibility to end up on the same wins.
And what we've been talking about so far, the Airs and the Tuatara, if the Airs win today, they stay in contention for the 2nd position. If the Tuatara win today, they lock it down. But if the Airs win, it goes into round 16. And the Airs #3 there and the Tuatara #2, they could switch.
That is absolutely true. And if that does switch on them, that could change some other things as well. You know, the other thing is, some teams might be wanting to avoid those Rams. You might not want to finish at that 3rd phase. You don't want to chase that Rams team. They are playing great basketball right now.
All the hypotheticals, Sal's NBL to come this afternoon. We hope you can join us as the crowd starts to build, the Airs and the Tuatara.
with a ball to take on the Tuatara. Oh, it's going to be a good game. Particularly because it's two. You can see how they're playing up today. Enjoy the game.
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for excitement, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated.
Cells NBL champ Casey Frank, great to have you with us. Massive game.
Huge game. And not just in terms of who's going to advance the semifinal and take that lockdown, but also just trying to find that form. These are two teams that are in flux, haven't had a lot of roster stability, so they're looking for a way to find that rhythm before the finals.
Here's the mix and pick poll. Who do you think's going to win this afternoon? QR code, fun and free, some Cells pizzas up for grabs at the moment. The Aucklanders, 70% of the vote.
Yeah, and you can see why this Tuatara team has learned how to play without some of its top players. And the Airs, now without Froling, have some decisions to make about what type of team they're going to be.
Round 15 thus far in the Cells NBL. The Phi nearly kept their season alive.
Came so close, really fought well. In the end, they get knocked out by the Saints. Similar fashion for the Hawks, trying to force their way into that postseason party. The Bulls say no with a 9-point win. Then the Giants, well, they win by default. They lose again at home, but they're locked into the final 6.
8 losses at home. The Hawks took down the Jets, the Rams and the Sharks still to come later today from Cowles Stadium. The ladder. This is all important right now. Penultimate round. Look at that, Tuatara and the Airs. It's all about these two teams here today.
Very close, and of course, you look at that points differential. There's not much in it, Justin. You got the numbers we'll talk about later, but that one win, the Tuatara will lose today. They're only one win above the Airs in the standings and that much closer to bringing percentage into play.
Well, and it is all about the final 6, of course. And as we sit here right now, things can change. We know that. But sitting here at this second, this is how the final 6 would unfold.
And this is how the Rams and the Tuatara wouldn't mind seeing it. Of course, the Tuatara can move up, the Rams can move down, the Airs still in play for the top 2. The only thing that won't change is these 6 teams, they're going to the party. Those guys are locked in. It just depends who their dance partner is.
Can't wait. Cells NBL Final 6, not too far away. A bit to play out here today, of course. Is the team on the road, the Auckland Tuatara, Iuli, Glidden, Cooper, Dalton, Lowe. Gee, these kids have been brilliant.
Playing with a lot of confidence and a lot of pace. They look to be a faster team with these young players in the lineup. Playing with a lot of strength as well, penetration on the rim. It's been great for Coach Aaron Young to see.
Well, Charlie Dalton has been one of those stars, believe it or not, averaging 10 points a game this season, but in the last 3, without those tall blacks suiting up, he's averaged 20.
His offensive game's capabilities have exploded in his year at college. He's become an adept 3-point shooter. His floater game has really made him a weapon there as well. They go to him when they need him, coming off a career-high 27 points.
Well, you caught up with him before today's game. Let's go and have a chat now with Charlie Dalton.
Well, Charlie, it's been a great opportunity for you to get into the starting lineup. Today, going to be matched up against Carlin Davidson, a premier athlete. What are you hoping to slow down in his game and influence on your own game so it can help you win that matchup?
Yeah, certainly a matchup I'm excited for. You know, he's a great player, super athletic. So it's going to be transition. And when he's coming down at the 4, those fake handoffs, all of those spins, I'm just going to try wall up and do my best to keep him off the rim.
Of course, the Airs look a little different. No Sam Froling in the middle. You still have Rob Lowe, but you might be attacking the Airs a little differently. What does that look like for the Tuatara without that big fella in there protecting things in the paint?
Yeah, obviously it's a bit of a loss for them, but our game plan kind of stays the same. You know, Rob's going to go at any big in this league, and it may just be a little bit more tonight. We get into the post, but we're not going to change too much. We're going to go out there, play our game, and get the dub.
Gee, he's got some maturity, hasn't he, Charlie Dalton?
Wise beyond his years, which is scary because he's still pretty good right now.
Starting lineup for the Airs this afternoon. Tobias Cameron comes in. Flynn Cameron is warming up. We believe he will be playing Rakawa, Minnie Davison and Bailey. What a big job for him now right through the final 6 as well. Sam Froling congratulations with the Indiana Pacers for the NBA Summer League.
He's off there, but this becomes a smaller, faster team now for the Airs. Are they going to be able to capitalize? The Tuatara not huge outside of Rob Lowe, so there's some very big opportunities for them to score inside, especially for this man who's been playing great basketball this season. Carlin Davidson has really lifted his game on the defensive end, but the efficiency on the offensive end is what impressed when he's got the ball in hand.
And all of his numbers, Casey, right across this season, up,
and expanding his game, doing other things, really working hard to get himself to that next level. He wants to play at a higher level. He's on the breakers for the coming season, but he's got bigger expectations to that. What are his expectations for today's game? Well, I caught up with him earlier and had a chat about it. Carlin, huge week for the Airs, still have a chance to move up the ladder, but they're going to have to do it out a huge presence in the middle. Sam Froling off to the NBA. Well, does that change things for the Taranaki Airs as they try and make up for his presence in the middle in a myriad of ways?
Yeah, proud of Sam. Congratulations, brother. And yeah, it just means we got to not rely on the big guy and play with speed, you know, and get up and down the court, defend. We'll have mismatches in the post, but we just got to stay strong and defend it.
Not the only team without some talent, as Auckland Tuatara don't have 3 of their starters still. They've learned to play without them, but looking at this squad is slightly different than who you saw earlier in the year. What do you need to take away from them to give yourselves a better chance to get the victory?
I mean, yeah, we just got to play how we played all year, you know. We were short-handed against the Bulls, but we got it done, you know, so we just got to keep pushing, and yeah.
He's got the bling thing going on there, Carlin Davison. I like it.
Well, he's got a little bling in the ears on the sideline, but his game does the shining inside the court on the hardwood, and he's our matchup of today. Davis and Dalton, they're going to go at it. You see the last time they played. Well, that was a long time ago. That was second round of the year. Not a lot of crossover from that game to this one. The big man battle. Ken Bailey and company slow down Rob Lowe because it's not a one-man job. They're going to have to do it as a collective. The X factor, Tobias Cameron, has been huge these last few weeks. And Braden Muley, as much as we talk about Charlie Dalton, Muley might be more important. He's playing the point guard, and what he does with the ball in hand, the pressure he puts on the rim, really impressive. Also translates to the defensive side of the ball.
There's the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head for this one today. The coin officials, the men with the whistles, Callum Welsh, Sharon Martin, and Mikey Graham. Second versus third on the Sal's NBL ladder, and a home semi-final is still up for grabs. Now, earlier today in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, the Airs took down the Tuatara 43-36, which means they gained 7 points on them. But on the flip side, the Tuatara lose 7 points. So it's a 14-point swing. 14-point swing, bringing the Airs ever closer to that home semifinal, which basically means they win by 10 today. That's going to put them to 20. And what would the points difference be? At the moment, Justin? The point difference right now is 30. That's so 30. If they win by 10, that brings it down to a 10-point difference. That is certainly doable in the last round. Both coaches understand this. Both coaches know it's on the line. Expect them to empty out their bag of tricks in today's matchup. There's the Tuatara's last 3 results. They've been in form with their tall black trio away. The Tuatara in round 16, by the way, travel to play the Hawks. The Airs will be right back here to take on the Giants, and that will be the final regular season game of season 2024. It could all come down to that one. Isn't it great when it all comes down to the last game of the year? It is just good fun. I mean, not quite as close as things were a year ago. We're going into the final round. 9 of the 10 teams were still eligible for the finals, but still a lot to be decided here in these last couple of games. Tell you what, the fans at the moment going with the Tuatara as well. Heavy numbers there. Tuatara have been playing well. You can understand why. I mean, maybe it has something to do with the population base. A little bit higher up at Auckland. Quentin Bailey got a big job today. Tobias Cameron gets the start. Always smiling, Daron Orakawa. Rob Lowe, gee, they've got to stop him, don't they? Well, good luck. Good luck to you trying to stop Rob Lowe. Better off trying to slow him down. But with the speed of this team, I'd be getting him involved in a lot of pick and rolls. I'd want him moving around defensively. And if he's catching the ball in the post, I am making him pass it out. I'm sending that double. I'm not letting him get comfortable. Key matchup right there. Quentin Bailey's got the job today. We're set to go. Strap yourselves in. Sal's NBL on a Sunday afternoon. The Tuatara taking on the Taranaki Airs, and the visitors get first use of it. Cam Glidden. Interesting to see where they're going to be working things through. Rob Lowe is certainly going to have a lot of ball in hand, but this Cam Glidden catch early. Lowe looking to hand off. Cooper, Glidden inside. Lowe, Mini with the job right now. pass inside, delightful, nearly a great start there off the hand of Dalton. A battle on the boards.
Look how strong Tobias Cameron is, man. He's lifted up Rob Lowe there. He got a smile about it. But that's a big man that Tobias Cameron just lifted off the ground with the ball in hand. Beautiful pass by Rob Lowe. Dalton unable to get that finish. Good hustle to keep things alive.
I do appreciate that Rob Lowe and Tobias Cameron had a good chuckle between themselves on that as well. First opportunity for the Airs today. Mini from deep for three. Low, first rebound for him.
It'd be interesting to see where the Airs go out on the glass. So throughout the season, they're a top 3 offensive rebounding team. They lose a lot of that with Froling. How do they replace those opportunities?
Iuli, Glidden, corner, three, knock it down.
It's been a few weeks since Cam Glidden got that catch and shoot early in the game. When he gets early shots like that, he tends to lock in and gets to see a lot more opportunity with the ball in hand.
Yeah, Dangerous had a good one against the Airs last time. Turnover opportunity here again. Dalton, hand on it, Mini, doesn't matter.
Well, I thought that might have been a goaltend had it missed because of basket interference on the rim, but what a transition effort, and back at him.
Davison stepping through. Dalton with the rebound. Tough stuff from the young kid.
Davison disappointed himself, did all the work to get the bucket, just couldn't get the finish.
Iuli on that attack, he's so dangerous. Dalton took contact, got it up, he's off to the Chemist Warehouse.
Love the pace that the Tuatara are playing with. They're pushing in transition and then making those kickouts, get that rim penetration, kick out, quick pass, attack a closeout. Charlie Dalton has Dorona Hirokawa in a bad position because of that. That's why he gets fouled. There's that quick pass, another quick pass. Hirokawa has to get around, gets that contact. Dalton doesn't get the shot, but he gets 2 opportunities from the Chemist Warehouse strike.
And the first one is good. Earlier this season, as you mentioned, Casey, when they played against each other, Tuatara home by 7. Cam Glidden had 21 in that game. Rob Lowe, 22 points and 14 rebounds. Harlan Davison had 19 for the Airs.
If I'm Coach Sam McKinnon, I'm a little bit concerned with how this game has started. Tuatara having a lot of freedom on that offensive end, looking really composed and playing with great speed.
Here's Davison, turns it over. Iuli, look at the pace. Iuli stepping past Hirokawa. The Tuatara have come on a mission here today.
Iuli's just such a good player. If I was an Australian NBL team, I would be looking him up and finding, can we pry him away from college? Because he's ready for that level now.
Speaking of strength, Tobias Cameron. Cooper with the foul.
Well, Tobias is a young player, but he understands game situations. He understands we need to get something going to the bucket. We need to maybe get that whistle blown, get our defense set, just find a little rhythm. There's that foul. Glidden reaches in. Tobias Cameron now to the cup, or sorry, to the Chemist Warehouse for 2.
First one out, still searching for their first score. Take us inside the mind of Sam McKinnon right now, Case.
Well, the Airs have started quite a few games slowly. The problem is you can't start slowly against this team with the Tuatara, with Cam Glidden, with Rob Lowe. They're too smart. It's too big of a lead right now. 8 points is the difference. The only concern he really has is the turnovers. A couple of bad passes have led to easy buckets. You need to take better care of the basketball, but how can you make your players do that? You can tell them a million times, they still have to do it.
Margin at 8, Low. Iuli, look at this. Dalton wide open on the wing for 3. Does he get the drop? No, he doesn't. Who's that come off?
Well, I think they're letting Dalton have that one by choice because they're worried about Rob Lowe in the post. So Davison went with Lowe, as did his primary defender, leaving Dalton out there. I think there's a couple of guys on this team, not named Cam Glidden, that this Airs team might force to make some shots before they start really guarding them hard.
Dalton leading the way with 4 points at the moment. Here's Cameron bouncing off a body or 2. Low clutches it.
Every time they're off to the races.
Dalton again draws contact. Such a clever player, this young man. He is growing before our eyes yet again. Was an integral part of the Tuatara team last season, of course. He's come back from college mid-season this year. As I said, he's averaged 20 points a game in his last 3.
Most improved player a season ago. You see that little change of pace. Allows him to get his body past the hips of many, putting him in a poor defensive position, getting the whistle.
Cooper, the Northlander. Oh, it just opens up for him. In and out. Can't put it away. Gets it back, though. They go again. Look out, Rob Lowe. Hands it off. Dalton now.
Cameron in the post. Yeah, there's that mismatch. Expect the double to come.
Lowe, pass. Dalton fires for 3. No.
The Airs are doing a good job of bending but not breaking. It's going to be tough for them defensively with low in the post.
Davison, lots of contact there. Really took it to low.
He's gotten very adept at that little step through on the break. You have to be so concerned about him going to his strong hand and his explosiveness to finish athletically over the rim that when he does that little step through, puts defenders in a bad position. Rob Lowe that time has no choice but to foul or give up the layup. And an early foul on Rob Lowe, not what Coach Aaron Young wants to see.
Here's Davison, first one down. And he can catch you unawares, Carlin Davison. He has a really nice turn of speed, doesn't he?
He's got good explosiveness and obviously one of the premier athletes in terms of leaping ability in the competition. But how he gets to that leaping ability, I think, is what's enabling him to become a more special player. Those step-throughs, that knowledge of his body control.
All the points from the Chemist Warehouse at the moment for the Airs. Sal's Hoop Heads every Wednesday and Thursday night at 6 p.m. Join us, always a lot of fun. Rockower firing away. They go again, though. Davison keeps it alive.
Now the Airs coming with some real pace now. Very small team out there, but playing fast.
And Flynn Cameron into the action. Foul on the shot. He's going to head back to the line.
I think that was on the box out. I think that's Davison getting pushed in the back by Tukaha Cooper underneath, and that's going to be the ball on the baseline. Great crash by Carlin Davison. Not involved in that play, but you can get yourself involved with effort off the ball. Here we see the drive, misses there, but Davison in great position, gets that push in the back, and now keeps an opportunity for the Taranaki Airs to try and finish the play.
Basket here will settle things down. Cameron around low off the glass.
I just did so much talking about Carlin Davidson's step through. Look at Tobias Cameron with a similar move, getting around the length of Rob Lowe with that footwork.
Margin back to 4. Tuatara scored the opening 9 points of the game. Low to add 2. No, up and over. Davison, here they go on the charge, the Airs. They like to run. Bailey! Oh, big stuff from the farmer.
Wow, those were 2 big steps. I thought he came pretty close to the travel, but he really stretched them out. Transition is the name of the game for the Airs. They want to get into their offense before the Tuatara can get set. Tuatara struggling from the field themselves now. Both teams have missed a lot of shots, shooting under 33%.
Just what the Airs coaching staff would have wanted from Quinton Bailey this afternoon. Turnover. Again, they're on the run. Davison wants it up. Tobias goes it alone. Came down heavy too.
Very close to Rob Lowe's second foul. Fortunate not to get whistled.
Glidden, sneaky look inside. Barrow, the Constable can't put it away. Battling for it on the boards. And again, we're tied up.
Tobias Cameron involved in both those jump ball situations. Nick Barrow probably caught that one a little bit outside of where his comfort zone is in that transition play. Gets a good second chance opportunity with the rebound. As we take a look at that one, you see that arm down low. Tobias Cameron probably thinking he deserved a whistle on that.
Ball in, baseline, Iuli. Barrow, who surely must be a sergeant these days.
He could take
Is he going up in the ranks?
It's only been about 5 or 6. That is the second turnover of the game for Auckland, and the effort that the Airs are putting in defensively is what's causing these problems. They're really running around, they're getting in the passing lanes, and the Tuatara have not found a way to get the ball down to Rob Lowe successfully yet. They have not been able to take advantage of his skill set in the low post.
Tough contest. Exactly what we expected. He's Bailey again.
Tuatara starting to influence themselves on the defensive glass, and there's a Rob Lowe touch down low.
In he goes, Rob Lowe, left it short on the iron. It's come off Davison last.
Rob Lowe just short arms it a bit. He thought he had some contact, but I thought good defense by Davison. And Rob Lowe's gonna head to the bench early. That's a move that Rob Lowe probably would like to take a little bit more time with, but that double team's coming. They're not letting him get comfortable down low. Carlin Davidson going to the bench. He's got a little bit of a limp on. I think he might actually be carrying some kind of an injury from a play earlier in the game.
You can see him, Carlin Davison, looking the worse for wear at the moment. They need him back out there quickly. Dalton through traffic. Barrow again. They fire from deep. Gee, what a contest early here this afternoon in the Sal's NBL. Eventually it pops out to Rakawa. Derone, he ran straight into the body of Fitzgerald, who's called for the foul.
Well, I thought Fitzgerald was in decent position there, but that aggressive, quick burst of speed forces him to get his hands into the body of Rukawa and force that whistle. Oh, is that ball, are we shooting on this one?
Team fouls Tuatara, is that their 5th?
It just says 4 on the board, but I think they might be saying that he was shooting that basketball. I guess he was getting into the gather. So it is going to be free throws.
Well, I'll tell you one person who's not going to complain about that call, Casey, and he's standing at the Chemist Warehouse right now.
I'll take those shots. It was a 9-1 lead early. And the Airs have just worked their way back into this one.
I think it was actually 9-zip at the start.
Even better for the Airs, worse for the Tuatara.
Yeah. 88% on the season is Daron from this spot. One of the best in the Sal's NBL. He doesn't give too much up. Knocks those 2 down, ties it up, 9 apiece. Here this afternoon at TSB Stadium. 2nd spot, home semi-final, still up for grabs. Fitzgerald, did very well. So too Nick Barrow just to open it up.
All Nick Barrow, that's the Gortat screen there. He comes off the roll and he seals that defender up, keeping him from being able to challenge that shot by Fitzgerald.
Well, one of the big highlights of the game so far, Quentin Bailey right down the alley for a jam. Of course, he is a farmer by day. Let's go and have a chat with him about it right now.
Well, Quentin, you have an interesting day job in the offseason, one that not many basketball players would look for. Can you share us a little bit about what it is you do normally when you're not here on the hardwood?
Yeah, so off-season for me looks like on the family farm in Stratford, so it is a little bit different. I don't think there's too many dudes floating around doing that, but no, I love it. It's cool to have a change of scenery and makes you respect when you do get to go to seasons.
So luckily, not have to get up and milking the cows during the season. How has that changed for you once you get into the basketball season and you've been able to focus that full on, and how's that helped this year?
No, it's really good. Like I said, it's like you have a bit of gratitude, you know what I mean? There's not many people can say they do this for a living, so I enjoy it, I get after it, and then when you're getting up early, you get to catch a few hours in the day, so it's beautiful, work it out.
I did have some family members with a farm when I was a younger man, Casey, and I got out there and worked a couple of times, and to be fair, that was enough for me.
It normally is. It normally is for somebody who's not used to work on the farm. I am glad for Q that he's able not to have to do the dairy farming during the season, because you don't want to be up there at 4:30 in the morning and then coming to practice later in the day. But I just got so much respect for the players across this league. A lot of players with full-time jobs. A few that are able to do it just playing basketball, but this league does not exist without those guys who are sacrificing a lot of their time.
He's got a big job here today, hasn't he? Quentin Bailey, Flynn Cameron, just in slow motion.
Well, he had that advantage there. He's just unable to make the shot. Now see what the Tuatara come back with in response.
Margin at 2. Chance to take it out to 5. Rob Lowe.
Beautiful pass and decision there by Ruben Fitzgerald. Draw 2 defenders off that handoff. Knew he was going to the big fella for the triple.
Score is 14-9. Cam Quinnell. Well, he fired from downtown in the Sky Broadband Rapid League earlier today, and look how he started.
Confidence is high. 3 triples in the Rapid League, carrying it over. We mentioned he might be a guy with more minutes because they're a little short on size, and he's delivered in the first touch.
Good signs for the Airs. No Sam Froling, of course. Bailey taking a seat. Quinnell into the action, hitting a triple. They look to go again. Look out. Cameron, Quinnell, that one short.
I think that was just a little late on the delivery from Cameron. Enabled Nick Barrow to get out there and challenge it a little bit more better. Fitzgerald gets away with the carry.
Wow. That one goes unseen. Margin of 2. Glidden turns the corner. Inside. Barrow, Quinnell, rebound.
He didn't catch it cleanly. And because of that, he wasn't in good possession to the finish. Good contest there to force the miss.
Here's Flynn Cameron. Quinnell will add another 2.
Beautiful on-ball execution there. Well, we have a timeout to the Tuatara because that offense is just getting a little bit too easy as the big fella working with Flynn Cameron to come off it. Then we take another look at the finish there. Beautiful angle right underneath. See the size of these players as they're getting the finish. And now all tied up, a 14-5 run after that 9-0 start for the Tuatara.
So Aaron Young has seen enough. Cam Glidden, of course, is a big part of this Tuatara team. Let's go and find out a little bit more about Cam Glidden and playing with a lot of these young guns.
Well, Cam, the Tuatara have been without some of their top-level talent, but it doesn't seem to matter as the young guys have stepped in. What has it meant to the club in these last couple of weeks as some of these young fellas have stepped into the starting level and really produced?
Yeah, it's been great. You know, they've changed a bit of the system we play. You know, they're a lot faster up the court. We get after it a bit more. And we always knew they could do it. You know, at practice, Tooks and B and Charlie highlighting those three, like, they're great players. And with the Tall Blacks back, they haven't got the run they could probably get anywhere else, or even we could shuffle it a bit more, but they're showing what we all know they could do, and it's been great to see.
Speaking of looking at the finals, what does that uplift and play off the bench supposedly mean for the Tuatara coming into the postseason?
Yeah, I just think for Coach Aaron, like, he'll have a lot more confidence to rotate a bit more, knowing that they're playing at this high level. It gives us a different look, you know, if you want to play with a bit more pace or want to get up the floor a little more. And also, you know, foul trouble for the older guys. Who do you put in? You can get a look at them a lot more before those games. So it's obviously good for them to get minutes. It's great for us to have great trust in them. And like I said, we knew they had it in them for sure.
Gee, it's great signs, isn't it, Casey, with Corey Webster, Tom Vodanovic, and Ruben Taranaki still to come back in. These young players have just been sensational.
Well, especially for a Tuatara team that did not have trust in its bench early in the season. I mean, those 5 starters were playing 37, 38 minutes a game each. Coach Aaron Young was not trusting those guys. He's had to put trust in these guys. And you know, if you look back on the last couple of years, the bench was an area that trust hasn't developed. They had to depend on the starting lineups. They didn't deliver. Will that be different this season?
Shot clock at 8. Cooper, Ledger, nowhere to go, sends it back out. Iuli late. Oh, terrific work, Braden Iuli.
I mean, just an excellent understanding of exactly how much time he had to the finish. Doesn't fling up the jump shot. Instead of beautiful moves, slices through the defense for the left-hand finish.
So impressed with his improvement.
He looks like a high-level player. He looks like a guy who could be playing in the Australian NBL right now.
Davison, slick pass, just unable to take it, Bailey. Just the 2 points in the game for Carlin Davison so far here this afternoon. He's only put up the 1 shot. Has 3 rebounds to go with it.
If I'm the Tuatara, I'm pretty pleased with the way things are going. You know, Rob Lowe, 3 points. And we're still in the lead in this game. Haven't gotten our big guns firing, but we're finding a way to do it. Taranaki, too, they're in a decent position. Things are going well. You can see a lot of confidence in the players that they have on the court.
Elijah Minnie with 2 fouls at the moment. Lowe just flicks it straight out, now through hands. Cooper.
They flung that ball around the perimeter. Probably needed 1 more pass to Lowe to really get those rotations, but I love the unselfishness, and I really like making defenders work with those extra passes.
Let's see what Davison can do here. Bailey in the corner for 3. That one well short. Missed opportunity for the Airs. He looks to be bleeding, actually, Quinton Bailey. Maybe copped a knock on the lip or something like that. Something is definitely bothering him.
Everything's bothering you after you shoot a shot and you miss it, though. You just, was it this? It could have been this, could have been that. There's something not quite right in the rotation. Hopefully no real blood coming out of there so he doesn't have to sub out.
Here's Lowe. Delita for 3.
Oh, he's got off the mark easy if Ken Lisman's misses a wide open shot.
Tobias Cameron just splitting the gap. Count that. Put it down for Tobias Cameron.
The Taranaki Airs' aggressiveness is their best weapon. When they're pushing in transition, when they're refusing to be defended, you see the foul there early by Cooper. And just the mindset of Tobias Cameron. I will not be denied as I drive to this cup. He's up to 3 points, looking for 4 on the 3-point play here.
Oh, they're not going to count that.
They're saying that contact happened and he took another dribble. It actually did look like that, but I thought he was getting the benefit of the doubt anyway. So unfortunate for the home fans.
Gotta live for the moment though, Case. Come on. Don't worry about the rules. Give us some excitement.
Well, you know, the rules have never been my big thing, but he's going to go to the stripe anyway because we're in the bonus. So he misses out on that 3-point play, but he gets back to the Chemist Warehouse.
Well, he is 84% from the stripe, so you'd like your chances of these two going down. 3 points in the game so far for Tobias Cameron. Long look. First one is good. There is Quinton Bailey. We're hearing he's got a cut lip.
The lip's the best place to have a little scratch. Those heal up pretty quickly.
Sound like you're speaking from experience.
I've had a few and I've given out a few as well.
I'm sure you've given out a few over the years. 16 apiece inside the last minute of this opening quarter. Fitzgerald pulls up from the elbow. Nice shot, Ruben Fitzgerald.
Not a bad contest by Bailey, but he was in rhythm and he was shooting that the entire time. Probably need to close that gap just a bit more to make him a more uncomfortable on the jumper.
Davison well held in this first quarter. He'll fire from deep for three. Oh, went around the world. In and out.
And off the dribble, not something that he normally does from the three-point line, but he felt confident that one he's going to have to go.
So dying stages here of this opening quarter. Tuatara by 2, an opportunity to extend. Iuli, corner, Dalton, long look. Almost there, that won't count. Buzzer has sounded. And at quarter time, just a couple of points in this one today. Semi-finals, final sixes, all on the line. Rob Lowe, here he is with Casey Frank.
Well, Rob, that first quarter, a lot of action your way. You're seeing some double teams. Are you happy with the way the game flow goes, or are you going to be more aggressive in the second quarter?
Yeah, we're going to be a bit more aggressive. We're going to load up a bit more on that transition stuff and just make their shots difficult.
Thanks for that, Rob, and we will be back for the second quarter after this.
Welcome back to TSB Stadium this afternoon. What a contest early. The Airs and the Tuatara, the visitors lead it by 2. Coach Aaron Young, good enough to join us. And no doubt, Coach, you expected a tough contest here today. What did you make of the opening 10 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we had a good start, but just gave them a little bit of life with some D-trans moments. Just got to be more solid and show our position.
Up to this point, you haven't been able to take advantage of Rob Lowe in the low post or elsewhere. Just the 3 points for him off 3 shots in the game. Are you happy with the way the offense is flowing through him, or are you going to look to use him as more of a focal point as this game goes along?
Yeah, I mean, like, they're trapping him at different points, so we got to play around that. I thought we had some good looks, and we just got to be, got to knock those down.
I appreciate your time, Coach. We'll let you get back to work, and as is always the case, the work tends to go up a notch for the coaches after we've spoken to them, or during while we're talking.
How about Ruben Fitzgerald just trucking through Cameron on that one? Tobias Cameron, I think, does a nice job of anticipating that contact and going down because he understands the type of player that Ruben Fitzgerald is in out there. He doesn't mind getting involved.
What did you make of Coach Young talking about Rob Lowe?
Look, you understand that Rob Lowe is going to get a lot of attention. I don't mind double teams coming his way, but if he's the type of player on my team and he's got this type of advantage, I'm doing everything I can to get him catches in that low pock and that high post as well. I think at the elbow is an area where you can really work against double teams coming your way because you see them coming and you can decide to score or go out. So it's about moving to different places to get those catches as Davison does a chin up.
Yeah, that won't count. Cameron stuck in the key for too long. Set up a campfire. He was there for quite some time. Well picked up by the coin officials.
And how about that finishing ability? Carlin Davison, you have got to be watching out if you're coming on the weak side defensively.
Feel like we've been robbed of a couple of highlights so far this afternoon. Wiley into the action. Glidden. A lot of space for Cam Glidden. Dalton trying to keep it in.
Oh, he saves it.
Oh, well done, Charlie Dalton.
Off the foot of Davison. A little bit of a seeing eye dog basketball there. Just found its way to the foot of Davison to go out of bounds. And now another 14 seconds for the Tuatara.
He just makes good decisions for a young player, doesn't he, Dalton? Always on the move. Here's Barrow underneath. Good step through.
Strong move. He really displaced Quentin Bailey there by dropping that shoulder and giving himself the space to get to those up fakes and finish.
Opening points for Barrow this afternoon. Already has 6 rebounds as well. Davison!
He tipped that one in. A little bit of air underneath that pass, but still guides it home off the glass. Spectacular.
You just never know what you're going to get other than something athletic from Carlin Davison.
But you're going to get a highlight. You know that.
There's young Wiley. That one knocked away by Flynn Cameron with the size. Have a look at this. Here we go.
Play after play, we're seeing the Tuatara with a low block, and somehow Davison tips that one in there with the left, no less. Impressive on display.
Mr. Fun, isn't he? Low back into the action. Glidden has already hit 1 triple. That one off balance.
Tuatara every play, low shot clock to finish. Airs are really doing a nice job of extending those possessions defensively.
Cameron pulls up for a triple.
Well, he's coming off a camp with the Tall Blacks. And one thing, when you go to that level and you come back to the NBL, the game slows down. It just seems so much easier. Offensive foul low, his second in the ball.
Oh, Rob Lowe's been pulled up here.
Catching him with the illegal screen, and that is one thing that they did not want, was for Rob Lowe to pick up that second personal foul. 3 Tuatara with 2 fouls. That's Fitzgerald and Cooper as well. Rob Lowe saying, I've got my space, give it to me. We're going to take another look at it. To me, probably a no call, but anytime you get that left leg out a little bit of your cylinder, you're giving the official an opportunity to blow the whistle if you're not straight up and down. But if you are straight up and down, you're not really setting a good screen. So it's a danger zone there.
As soon as it looks awkward. And another foul on the Tuatara, so they're racking them up early in this second quarter. That's their 3rd. And the Airs with a bit of an advantage right now, Case. Out by 3, things flowing their way.
Substitution comes in, Wiley to the bench.
A triplet, by the way, Josh Wiley.
1 of 3?
Yeah.
We did this earlier for the Rapid League fans, but tell me, which one is the oldest?
Well, brothers Chris and Liam. Josh is number 1, Chris is number 2, Liam's number 3. There you go.
Oldest, he gets the cookies. I guess that's why he's playing for the Tuatara.
In that order.
All playing hoops at Rosmini.
Yep. Hello to the Wiley family. Iuli, Lowe, great setup, Tuatara.
And that's a great way to get Rob Lowe involved, and he gets himself involved with a hustle, but can't keep possession. But off the on ball, the short roll, get the shot up before the defense reacts.
Big fella doing it all.
As he is wont to do.
Cameron. Tobias can't hit. Look at Carlin Davison getting after it. Back to Tobias. Second look. That one also misses.
Well, great looks for Tobias Cameron. Nothing wrong with that offense. You take those shots all day, every day.
Rob Lowe, speaking of threes.
How do you get involved? Just let me shoot the basketball. 5 points in the quarter now. He is quickly up to 8 with 3 rebounds. And nothing prettier than that release from beyond the arc.
He's a star, isn't he? Oh, Glidden over the back with the foul.
Well, he got the ball clean, but he definitely got a little bit of the back as well, and head. Him and Duron Arakawa have a little chat about it. He definitely got that ball high, but the question is the body. Looked like he got the head from that angle, and it makes it a little harder to miss the head when you got the ponytail out the back. It's a bit of an advantage if you're an offensive player.
Yeah, the old bun.
Yeah, it's part of the body.
It extends your body by a fair bit.
I'll tell you what, if I would have had this hairstyle in my 20s, I could have been a 7-footer.
Duron Arakawa, by the way, leading the Chemist Warehouse stat sheet for broken noses in season 2024.
Are we sure?
I think we're
just
at
a
two.
two. Just a two.
That's leading the way. Drains another couple from the stripe, and look at that, we're tied up again.
Well, a lower scoring game than I anticipated, but I love the defense from both teams, really locked in.
Lowe starting to feel it. Terrific footwork once, twice, 3 times.
Just could not get the tip. He just knocking up the rebounds. Minnie loses it after this attempt by Glidden.
I reckon Glidden maybe got away with a foul there as well. Now he goes to work. Oh, turnover. Intended target Lowe. Minnie was waiting for it. Elijah Minnie runs into Lowe, and they get it back.
Wow. I mean, that was a dangerous play by Rob Lowe. He's already got 2 fouls. I thought he was in excellent defensive position, but now that's the 3rd on Elijah Minnie. That was a big change here. He gets that steal. He's coming down in transition. Lowe in good position. I like the no call. I didn't see a foul there. I think if anything, it would probably been closer to an offensive foul, and that's what it was.
Well, that as it is, Minnie sits. Down with 3 fouls, and that is a huge blow for the Airs. We won't see him, you would think, until the second half. And Rob Lowe is starting to feel it. Hot pass. Dalton surrounded, just steps through Davison and Rakawa.
Well, this is the problem with double teaming a great passer. You've got Rob Lowe in, and Davison hasn't even doubled yet, but he had to get to the middle. So he's leaving his man Dalton on the weak side, getting in anticipation of getting it out there. Now Charlie Dalton cuts through that. Because of that help side, he's matched up on Okawa, has an easier job of stepping through to get that finish despite Davison coming over late. And now Charlie Dalton, suddenly the leading scorer in the ballgame with 6 points and a chance to make it 7 here.
And he does. He has been in red-hot form the last few weeks, Charlie Dalton. Just what this team needs headed in to the finals. Quinnell is back out there, passed up an opportunity. Davison doesn't, takes contact.
Well, the Tuatara thought there was steps there. They're not getting that whistle. What they're getting whistled on is a foul, and they have gotten too many of those here in the second quarter. The Airs are already in the bonus. They'll be shooting free throws for the rest of this term here in the first half.
GJ Gardner-Holmes replay.
And probably a travel, but I think the contact came first. And so he definitely got 3 steps on there at the end, but that contact came before, hence why he's going to the line.
Earlier today in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, Airs took down the Tuatara 43-36, and it was the big fellas, Morgan Trott and Cam Quinnell, 3 triples each.
Doing it from deep, and it's gotten Cam Quinnell a little bit more playing time than here, and he's already hit one of them. See if he can't capitalize a little bit more.
Crafty, Glidden, the Aussie star. Iuli now. He gets on the move and puts it in.
That's tough. That is a tough angle to the left hand there coming off. Sparrow does a nice job creating space at the screen, and Iuli does the rest.
Quinnell, triple.
He is killing the glass today, Davison.
And makes the most of it.
Just putting a lot of effort there. Never see a violation as Dalton steps over the line. Davison up to 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 of them offensive.
That's a real coach killer there. And a chance to add another 2. Rakawa, so smooth.
Really nice play, good screen that creates that opportunity. Glidden can't contest strongly enough because he was slowed down.
Back to 1, Iuli dumps it into the feet of Cooper, and somehow Tukaha up and in. I mean, timeout Airs.
Good vision from Iuli to even see that cut. Not the greatest pass, but Cooper somehow finds a way to get that off the shins into his hands for the finish. The back and forth nature of this ball game is looking to continue for the rest of the first half and going into the second.
Well, Sam McKinnon was straight up to call that timeout, the Australian coach of the Taranaki Airs. Let's head down courtside right now and listen in.
If not, go back to normal D, all right? Like they've all been saying on the ball screens, all right? Hit the angle of that screen, roll out of that. we're in a good spot here. This needs to finish off strong this last 4 minutes, all right? Let's go with pick, pick, smash. Pick, pick, smash.
Can we stop trying to go like directly at Barrow? So go somewhere and then bring it back and go at Barrow.
So Carlin, you set the smash screen. Carlin, go there. Deezy, you circle out. Bias, you run it. Cam, you start there. Circle out there. Airs on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, Sam McKinnon gives his words. Let's head a little bit further down the bench. One man who's not playing today, good enough to join us now, is Mitch McCarron. Mitch, we appreciate your time as always. Believe it or not, this is the second time we've been sitting here this season and you've been on the sidelines, first and foremost.
I'm sure he loves to hear that.
Too many.
How's the ankle, mate?
Yeah, it's doing well. Yeah, had a good week of rehab. So, yeah, looking confident for next week.
You guys have played such a good season, Mitch, but your team has changed a little bit here down the stretch. No Sam Froling. What does that mean to the Airs moving into the finals and the freedom of play that you guys are going to find without the big fella in the middle?
Yeah, it definitely changes how we have to play. You know, if we want to beat the top 4 teams, you know, that we've struggled against this year or had close games against, we definitely need to pick up the pace and score. You know, it's a high-paced league and there's lots of talented teams. So, you know, we can't get bogged down in the half court. We've got to pick up the pace and use our versatility without big frols in the middle.
And Mitch, this team, this Airs team, you look like a team that's really gelled right throughout the season. As you mentioned, no Sam Froling from here, but I've got no doubt you and your teammates like your chances heading into the final 6.
Yeah, we're confident. You know, we know when we're on our game, we can run it with everybody. And, you know, we're aware we haven't really performed against the top teams in the league this year. And that's something that we can carry into the finals. You know, we obviously need to get there first and position ourselves as well as we can. But, you know we can play good ball. So, yeah, it's going to be up to us to play aggressive and play fast and move the ball.
I appreciate your time, Mitch. We'll let you get back to cheering the team on.
Thanks, guys.
Well, how about
a big inclusion to come back, by the way.
Yeah, he helps things. I mean, just such a smart player. He'll get everybody in the right spot, and a big guard that can rebound well and make up for some of that throwing losses. Nick Barrow can't get the push shot in. With some athletic plays while we were talking, Carlin Davidson, beautiful finish. Yuli with that reverse layup. Fantastic skill on display.
Davison to Tobias Cameron. Quinnell, offensive rebound for him.
Flynn Cameron, Tobias Cameron straight through Rob Lowe, takes another charge, gets the whistle. No bucket counted. The physicality on display. Rob Lowe sets up Tobias Cameron for that one.
Well, let's not forget, Casey, Rob Lowe, Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he is a master at this stuff.
Well, and it's not just his length and his shot blocking ability, but it is his positioning, it's his understanding, his ability to take charges, his willingness to take charges as well. You know, he's MVP level again this year. He's certainly close or thereabouts when it comes to Defensive Player of the Year. So the coaches are going to be making those nominations in the coming week.
Just over 3 minutes to play in the opening half here this afternoon. Tuatara lead a tight one by 3. 34-31, so much on the line in the Sellers NBL. Official stats partner, of course, Chemist Warehouse. Great to have them with us.
And looking at the stats, the number one stat that turns out to me is the lack of three-point shooting for both teams. Taranaki 2 for 12 with great looks, just 17%. The Tuatara not much better at 3 for 12 and 25%. Then it goes to the rebounds. Taranaki doing a better job in the second quarter, controlling the offensive glass, keeping the Tuatara off it. 6 rebounds apiece for both of those. Just a 2-rebound advantage for Taranaki right now.
Time to start an argument in the commentary box this afternoon. The $40 large big pineapple pizza with thanks to Sal's. There's the QR code available till next Monday. I am officially, put it down, I'm a pineapple man.
Congratulations to you, pineapple man. I am not accepting of a pineapple on a pizza. You want to know why? Because I'm an adult.
Thank you. Back underway.
But hey, if you like that kind of thing, go ahead, have it. Ruin your pizza.
Your kids would love pineapple?
I won't let my kids have pineapple on a pizza. I'm treating them correctly.
Come on. Don't tell me you put mushrooms on your pizza, do you?
Of course.
Oh,
my pizza, not the kiddos.
Cooper, Glidden for 3.
Well, he missed a couple of wide open looks, and that one, the defense was a little tighter. Maybe makes him a little bit more comfortable as he hits a big one there.
And all of a sudden, we're at 6. Biggest margin we've seen since the early stages of this contest. Davison somehow found a way through.
That's going to be the 3rd foul on Rob Lowe. And it is. He picks up number 3. Beautiful spin moves. We heard Charlie Dalton speak about the spin move of Rob Lowe in the game, and look at the space he covers on that one. Just leaves him, and it doesn't look like much, but his foot was in the wrong spot, tripped up Davidson, kept him from finding his balance. So Rob Lowe heads to the bench just when he was starting to really influence this game. And the Tuatara are going to figure it out without him for the final 2 minutes 40.
So Lowe takes the seat. Elijah Minnie doing similar for the Airs. He's also got 3 fouls in this opening half.
But I'll take that trade if I'm Taranaki. Elijah Minnie certainly has the ability to be good, but Rob Lowe's the focal point of this squad, in particular without the tall blacks that are still returning. Although Flynn Cameron seemed to get here on time. Jokes to the guys up in Auckland with babies.
You're calling the other 3 out, are you?
Well, one thing that they have that Flynn Cameron doesn't have is children. So they're allowed to spend a little bit of time with them after 3 weeks away.
Too true. Whistle here. Foul leaning in Orakawa. Sam McKinnon not happy with that call.
Taranaki are really doing a nice job of not letting this game really get away from them. They haven't played their best efficiently on offense, but they're consistently scoring big buckets, getting the turnovers when they need them to just keep it within touch distance.
They've got to hold tight right now. Barrow, Cooper, Iuli, look at the movement. Glidden, 3, that's what he does.
Now he's starting to lock in his 3rd make of the game from deep. All 7 looks from behind the arc. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist.
Danger signs right now for the Airs. Tuatara win today. They lock up a home semi-final. Flynn Cameron answers.
Well, that's the kind of skill he has. He's fresh off the plane, essentially. Just got back yesterday, I believe. And he is raring to go. Huge triple there to keep him close.
Couple of 3s for Flynn Cameron in this corner. Charlie Dalton effortlessly in the end. Oh, Nick Barrow not happy with that.
He's thinking that one off Quentin Bailey. From our angle, it looked like the same thing. Dalton unable to get that finish, just enough defensively from Davidson to deter that make.
Final 90 seconds. Cameron to Cameron. Tobias locked up, pulled down, and he'll pay a trip to the coloured Chemist Warehouse stripe.
And the spin moves becoming very useful to the Taranaki Airs here in the last couple of minutes. Looking for a little bit more activity in the one-on-one attack as Tukaha Cooper picks up his 3rd personal foul and heads to the bench.
You've spoken about it a few times this year, Casey Frank. These young Airs, these young men, they spend a lot of time together. They're good mates off the court, and these are the times when it helps.
Yeah, you know, that's one great thing about playing this league. I'd say all, if not most, most if not all of the teams across this league get along very well. But when you have a young team that all is sort of that same stage as life, you know, when they're sort of, you find yourself hanging out together a little bit more, forming that camaraderie, forming those bonds. That just gives you a little bit more confidence in your teammates. You really know who they are. You know, you spend that time together. It does help even in games like this.
Mates on the floor and away from the court as well. Here's Glidden starting to light things up. Margin back to 3 minutes of play. Iuli keeps the dribbler alive around Bailey, too much on it, and I reckon this might be against Nick Barrow. It is.
I thought he did good effort there. Didn't see the hand, but Davidson boxing out very physically on Barrow.
I think he just put an arm on the shoulder.
That's not a shooting foul, obviously, so that's going to send Davidson to the line. Nick Barrow, a little skeptical. But we take a look at it. Iuli uses that screen really well. Can't get the finish. That little elbow that Barrow put in. That's just the strength of Nick Barrow. He moves people, and it's a little bit more obvious when the big fella's doing it.
Davison, 10 points, 7 rebounds now. 4 of 7 from the stripe. Add that one. We're back to 1.
It was 9 for a second. Just like that, get themselves back in it. Where did the Tuatara go for answers? Cam Glidden's a good spot.
Dumps it off. Barrow, corner. Dalton, 3, long look. Can't put it away.
Here comes Davison, but that pass just a little off the target, forced him to go up high to get the catch.
Cameron, I think Glidden got a hand on that.
Cameron wants the foul, doesn't get the whistle.
Iuli on the charge. Oh, it just steps in and around Bailey.
Oh.
Nifty move.
I thought Bailey got underneath him, no whistle for him either. What a steal.
Glidden.
Man, that is a quick hand. Smacks it down, picks up the dribble, stops what would have been another highlight opportunity for Davison.
Player timeout, Tuatara. Well, Glidden's one of the best. He averages over 2 steals a game.
Well, just look how quick this hand is. Smacks it down. I mean, Davison would have been in great position to get that finish. And Devin says, no, I'll take that one. Cam Glidden, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals now in the first half for him.
Great camera work there from our Sky Sport team as well. Right on the scene. 10.8 to play. Margin at 1. Glidden, he may be the man to watch here. Iuli, they're going to try and use all the time that they can. Glidden steps out. Iuli on the drive. Barrow over the top. Dying stages, that will do us. So half time. I think the Tuatara bench was shouting out player timeout. They can't do that, of course. Has to be a player in possession. And maybe that's what the coin officials are discussing now. That'll do us. Red hot contest this afternoon in the Sal's NBL. So much on the line. Home semi-finals up for grabs. And the visiting Tuatara lead this one by 1. Let's head down to Casey Frank. He's got one of the stars of the Airs, Daron Rakawa.
Well, Daron, that was an interesting first half. You guys went down a couple of times, showed good fight. What's the key for you guys moving forward to get more success offensively?
More pace, focus on our game plan. We have people that we want to go at, so just really lock in the second half on that.
Defensively, you've done a pretty good job on Rob Lowe. Cam Glidden got hot late. What are you guys going to need to key in on that second half to slow him down?
Well, I think everyone knows if they get a slither of daylight on that 3-ball, it's over. So really run them off the line and locking on that.
Appreciate the time. Good luck in the second half. Got Braden Iuli coming in, and Braden, a lot of aggressiveness on the rim, but weren't able to get some of those finishes. Is it the contact stopping you, or just shots that you can make?
Shots we can all make, but I think we just got to adapt to the defense a bit better. I think we're getting a little started when the big shows like that, but I think in the second half we'll talk about it in the locker room.
Offensively, a couple of times he had a big lead, up to 9 points. The Taranaki has been able to claw it back. What would the key be for the Tuatara to try and extend those leads and keep those deficits where they're at?
Just defensive rebounding. You know, they're on the board a lot. They've got some athletic boys in that team, so it's got to get a box out and run.
Appreciate it, Tom. Good luck in the second half.
So halftime here in New Plymouth this afternoon. Tuatara lead it by a point. It's a contest. 2 of the best teams in the Sal's NBL locking horns. Chemist Warehouse stats to the half coming up right after the break. Halftime here in New Plymouth. And have we got a ball game for you this afternoon in the Sal's NBL. A point in it, Tuatara lead, the Airs listening in to Coach Sam McKinnon. It is a tight game this afternoon. Fans pensive, as you would expect. So much on the line and so little in it. Justin Nelson, Casey Frank with you. And as I said, heading into the break, Casey, we've got a good one.
It's been tight. Both teams have found themselves in a good position at one point, bad position at others. Right now, the big equalizer for the Tuatara has been that three-point shot, but for the Taranaki Airs, it's been the free throw line.
Rob Lowe, 8 points in the opening half to go with 4 rebounds, a couple of assists as well. He is such an important piece of the puzzle for the Tuatara.
Well, he got off to a good start. Those 3 fouls are going to hamper him the rest of this way, especially on that defensive end. Really working as a fulcrum offensively. Things are going through him. Hasn't had a lot of shots going in because of the defensive attention. Look for the Tuatara to get him the ball in position where the double team cannot affect him to the same degree it did in the first half.
Well, no Mitch McCarron this afternoon, of course, for the Airs. Tobias Cameron has taken more on his young shoulders, and he's doing it pretty well.
He's aggressive off the dribble, really putting a lot of pressure on the rim. He's been able to find himself to 7 points and 2 assists, but he's also got 6 free throw attempts, of which he's hit 5. This plays with a high level of physicality. That's tough to keep somebody like that from getting where they want to go.
Well, let's have a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats at the halftime, and as you would expect, not too much in it.
And you see the field goal percentage is very equal, just a couple more three-pointers for the Tuatara. The rebounds just about equal. One stat that's not on there is free throws. Taranaki 14 for 18. The Tuatara just 3 trips to the Chemist Warehouse in the first half.
Yeah, that is the telling difference over the opening 2 quarters, isn't it? Of course, we're headed down towards the final 6. It's all about the Sal's NBL ladder at the moment. Here's the live ladder right now. Tuatara win this game, they lock up the semi-final at home. Simple as that.
They do, and the Airs win this game. They've got a little bit more work to do, but what they would lock in is that 3rd seed. The seeding still coming up to play. Who knows who's going to play where, but we're going to find out more hopefully after today.
Rams and the Sharks still to come today in the Sal's NBL. There's Mitch McCarron.
There you go.
On the sidelines today. He did confirm during the 2nd quarter, though, he will be back next week.
I think more of a precaution keeping him out. The Bears don't like it, but he likes hugging the young fella.
Halftime here, Tuatara leaded by 1. 2nd quarter coming up on the other side of the break. Hello, Yeti.
It's not on the place I thought we did here in Taranaki. Sorry, Auckland. I moved away from there. I mean, Taranaki, let's go. Let's go.
Kia ora, no mai hoki mai. Great to have you with us this afternoon in the NZNBL. Tuatara lead this one by one. Braden Iuli, what a young star on the rise, and he was in the thick of it throughout the first half.
Excellent first half, 8 points on 4-7 from the field, but 6 assists as well. Got those steals. In transition, he is a weapon. Look at the footwork, creating the space, attacking off the dribble, his step through, undeniably creating extra space for him. Beautiful finds to his teammates on those passes, and the ability with the ball in hand, the shot clock running down. He can do some things. He can do a lot of things, and we probably missed his most spectacular play of the half, that reverse on the fast break. Great to see him growing right in front of our eyes.
So second half about to start. There is Braden Iuli. Nothing in this game. Let's see how it pans out over the second half. Charlie Dalton to get us underway. Teaming up with his fellow young gun, Braden Iuli. 2
things I'm looking at in the second half. Who's going to control the defensive glass? The team that goes better on the offensive boards has some more way to go. We see Elijah Mini block there. And second, can Taranaki continue to get to the free throw line at this rate while keeping the Tuatara from getting there? If that stays the way it is now, 18 shots to 3, Taranaki probably wins. If it gets a little bit closer, probably favors the Tuatara.
Well, the Airs averaged 24 trips to the Chemist Warehouse again, currently sitting at 18 in the first half. Foul watch is an interesting one as well, Casey. Elijah Mini has 3. And for the Aucklanders, of course, Rob Lowe has 3, and also Tukaha Cooper. Here is Lowe. Bailey with the job. Lowe fires over the top.
You know, you think you did your work on Rob Lowe. You made the big guy catch it out at 17, but he is such a good shooter. And Bailey, not a bad defensive position, but you have to stay so tight because otherwise he's just got the length to shoot over him.
Of course, headed to Melbourne United for the Aussie NBL season. Rakawa up and over the top, leaves it short.
Yeah, I think it was between minds. Was thinking about dropping it off and just falls off the hand.
Oh, Dalton with the little head bobble and fake. Did everything but finish it.
Yeah, 2 beautiful moves, but 2 inabilities to finish keeps the score where it's at. 3 points to the Tuatara.
Mini, Davison, Mini, literally just handing it to each other. Bailey, good hand in there, Cooper. Tuatara come up with it.
Strong defense by Cooper in the post.
They sort themselves out. Iuli eventually takes the shot. He leaves it short. Lowe keeps it alive. They reset. Dalton stepping through. That'll count.
Oh, wow. Unbelievable body control on that one. Bailey trying to play some good defense. Holds his ground, but the Dalton footwork gets himself around it. Look at that step through. Doesn't travel. That's just 2 steps and just too much contact from Bailey. Because of, a bit of an awkward, slow move, very tough to defend, but the soft touch on display by Dalton for the finish and back to a 5-point lead. The Tuatara have extended this point many times, but Taranaki always has an answer.
I just wonder whether Bailey brought his left arm down there and maybe got contact with the arm, because he was certainly up straight. And as you said, they've made their move again, the Tuatara. Opening 4 points of the quarter, and you can add another one right there.
Dalton, the 3rd player into double figures, joining Carlin Davison and Rob Lowe. Lowe and Dalton 10 apiece, 11 for Davison.
Murakawa. Mini, didn't see much of him in the first half. 3 fouls. That shot well short.
I think Taranaki lets the Tuatara off the hook every time they don't drive to the cup.
Glidden, Mini off the floor, fires Cam Glidden.
You can tell by the way his hands went back into the socket, into the holster after that one. He felt that was good the entire way. He's looking at the bench, he's feeling good, he wants more looks.
8-zip run, Davison finally answers for the Airs.
So athletic, just gets that on-ball screen and the defender's not there. He's got so much momentum, very tough to stop.
Flynn Cameron about to come back in. They stop the run momentarily. Here he goes again.
Very different shot than the last one, off the dribble. Much easier to defend than off the catch.
Davison goes back to his left, puts it up with his right, gets his own work undone and draws the foul. Davison, the competitor.
Stick-to-itiveness. 13 points, 8 rebounds already. A couple of turnovers, unfortunately, but I love the drive. I love the contacts there. It doesn't stop playing through it, just plays right through. Gets the contact from Dalton underneath. And he heads off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe as the foul trouble starting to mount up for this Tuatara. 3 on Cooper, 3 on Lowe, but 2 now on Dalton, on Fitzgerald, and on Glidden.
Of course, our MVP poll will be open up during the final quarter here today. It's going to be a battle.
It's going to be a lot of options because nobody's really stepping up. This is 2 collective efforts right now, but Carlin Davison doing a lot of work for Taranaki and a couple of guys, well, 3 guys now in double figures for the Tuatara. Cam Glidden leading the way with 12.
Davison up to 15 points, 9 rebounds. All of the stats were thanks to Chemist Warehouse. So they've answered the challenge. Glidden off balance, sends it out. Dalton on the move, off balance as well.
I mean, 2 very alike players that do it in different ways, but that runner off the one hand, Davison and Dalton both like to finish with that.
They almost bite Davison into the triple, and he does it.
Well, he's feeling good about that shot. Runs back with a smile on his face and the tongue out in the air, up to 18 points above his season average.
In and out for Rob Lowe. Here's Flynn Cameron.
Well, he's going to like this matchup. He wants this one all by himself.
Rockower just standing in the corner, unseen for so long there. Now he gets it as he comes up high, and he puts it down.
Back-to-back triples for the Airs. Rockower with the kiss. Chef's kiss, it was so pretty.
Seemingly, no one knew he was there. Glidden, Lowe. Oh, picked up for the offensive foul. That's his 4th.
I'm very surprised that's an offensive foul. I actually thought his feet might have been in the charge circle, as it looked like more of a loose ball than anything else, but Rob Lowe picks up foul number 4, and now the Tuatara chances take a big hit.
That is a huge call in the context of this game. Yeah. Tobias Cameron, all smiles. Rob Lowe cannot believe it.
Taking a second look, Rob Lowe trying to have a talk. Here he catches it. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Well, Tobias has sold that.
That is a very tough one. That is unfortunate for the Tuatara and Rob Lowe. Do they have answers with the big fella on the bench?
No wonder Tobias Cameron got up smiling. Here he is underneath. Oh, look at Flynn.
And suddenly it becomes harder for the Tuatara to rebound without Rob Lowe. That is the 8th offensive rebound of the ball game for the Airs.
And the Airs take the lead. So, some telling moments in this contest this afternoon. Airs still in the hunt for a top 2 finish in a home semi-final. They come up defensively.
Just trying to fit a round ball through a square hole there and need to get some ball movement and just not attack the point of defense so heavily.
Cameron to Cameron. Wiley getting some burn. Glidden, Cooper on the move straight away, up and over. Soft roll.
Beautiful move. Thought he had the open look from 3, decides to attack the basket, and why not when you got the soft finish like that? Cooper up to 4 points.
Just joined us, Rob Lowe, sitting with 4 fouls. Quinnell has been on target so far today through the Rapid League as well.
5-on-4 break. Tobias Cameron slow getting back.
Dalton. Looked like he took an extra step in there. That's going to count in the end.
That's going to be basket interference on Davison because he grabbed the net and moved it around. Doesn't hit the basketball, but when the ball's up on the rim and you can see that backboard move because of the contact, that's what happened. Look at the shot here. Doesn't get the whistle, but he hits that net there, and that's why it probably wouldn't have gone in, but the whistle was blown. Of course, would have been a pretty good chance for Nick Barrow to get the finish anyway.
I said he took an extra step. It just looked awkward, didn't it? He holds his feet so well under contact.
These young players, they've watched so much film. They get so much opportunity to see the best players in the world do it. And the speed, the deceleration with which they're stepping on these steps, it can look more awkward than it actually is.
With that, Tuatara back out by 3. Cameron inside, Mini. A little bit of holding on there, I think.
That's Cooper's 4th.
So they've got some real foul troubles here, the Tuatara. Low sitting with 4. Cooper about to sit with 4.
Brandon Yuli comes back into the ball game. These are two, with Rob Lowe on the bench, these two teams are very similar in size now.
Can the Airs make the most of it? Midway through the 3rd quarter. Rams and Sharks to come from Cowes later tonight. Flynn Cameron did a lot right there.
Cam Glidden just enough defensively. Swipes at it to help to get that miss.
Iuli, Mini, rebound. Here they come. They've got numbers. The men in black. Quinnell in and out of traffic. Left it short.
Rebound by Wiley in traffic. Keeps it going. Back to the fast transition game.
Dalton pulls it up. Glidden. Now Dalton on the move. Knocked away by Bailey.
Oh my. That's a foul call. Looked clean as a Windexed window. It might have been some body contact down low, but Charlie Dalton, all the bumps he's taken on the drive there, he'll feel good about that. I mean, a bit of body contact high, but it looked reasonably legal to me. Instead, it's going to be Dalton heading to the line.
Unlucky for Quentin Bailey.
Inside.
He's played some big minutes here today. Huge job. Sam Froling not in this lineup now, of course. Dalton back to the stripe.
You can see some Josh Ledger activity here in the second half as the Tuatara going deeper into their bench. Charlie Dalton, 15 points now, looking to make it 16. What a battle between himself and Carlin Davis, and 2 young guns stepping up for the moment.
And he's 5 of 6.
He loses it off his head. He just can't corral the basketball. Bounces off his dome. He can't find it before it dribbles out of bounds.
Elijah Mini has big games, and he has games where things just don't go right for him.
Always tough when you're in foul trouble. You know, to me, he's looked like a player who just needs a bit more ball in hand, but for him to only have 2 shots and have 0 points at this point of the ball game, pretty surprising.
In fact, his only stats, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 3 turnovers, and 1 block. For Mini, as you said, hasn't scored as he takes a seat. And he's one man who can get going. Averages 15 points a game.
I've got a feeling he might be active in the 4th.
Certainly the Airs fans will hope so. They're down by 4. Here's the Cameron brothers. Murakawa on the turn. Searching for a basket. He stepped on the baseline.
How about Wiley on an island defensively against Murakawa? Gets attacked and he's just physical enough to push him out. The teenager, the Rosmini product, still playing there right now. Gets it done defensively.
Airs at home to the Giants in round 16. Tuatara on the road to the Hawks. Iuli, a little bit of a hook there, went unseen.
Man, he's strong. He is such a strong player. Timeout Sam McKinnon, as he does not like what he's seen defensively the last couple of plays. And Murakawa, he's asking for that hook right now. He's saying, you didn't see that one? And nobody did. That's why it's 2 for Iuli, who now reaches double figures with 10 points.
So timeout called by Sam McKinnon. They're down by 6. Let's sneak in and have a bit of a listen in.
Carlin getting downhill, reverses, all right? The stress and anxiety about trying to target players, we just need to run our offense. Things will come about from it, all right? Don't stress. Spy 5 here with Barrow, all right? Just play off that. We're good on defense. That's our structure there. Run reverse. We don't get into it, get into a 3rd side step up, and then look to flip the screen, all right? So reverse, don't get it, 3rd side step ups. Here we go, fellas. Airs on 3, 1, 2, 3. Spy 5 on D, spy 5.
I like that, Casey, just nice and calm, 6-point margin. Get back to basics, get back to what we do.
Been in this situation all afternoon. They continually go down 6, 9 points, and they come out and they respond. The key will be not letting that lead balloon to that point. They've found the front a couple of times. They just have not been able to hold on to it as of yet. They're doing an excellent job of getting to the cup. Really good job of putting pressure on the officials to blow the whistle. That's why they've been to the stripe 20 times. But right now it's the turnovers. Most particularly, they need to slow down. 12 turnovers in the game to just 8 for the Tuatara.
Inside the last 3 minutes of this third quarter, long way to go. Rakawa ends up in the hands of Davison. Has already hit a triple. His eyes lit up then. Iuli scored the basket heading into the timeout. In double digits this afternoon yet again. Dalton has been everywhere. That pass off the hand of Bailey. Tuatara will keep it.
And he went for Barrow down there on the short corner, but he had Cam Glidden wide open in the wing. Makes that first decision, and Bailey's finger gets onto it. 7.8 left on the clock to get this shot up.
Davison 18 points, Dalton 15 points. We came into this afternoon looking at that as the big matchup, and that's the way it has played out. Iuli, Barrow, got to come up with something. Glidden has a look at the shot clock. Just fumbled it, rushed into the shot. Front of the iron, Rakawa, tough.
Solid defensive possession out of the timeouts. Can they capitalize?
Nico Hill into the action on the drive. Good hand in there. Glidden, Davison.
Wow. I mean, Cam Glidden, he's up to 4 in stocks. That's 3 steals, 1 block, but Carlin Davison is up to 3 on the highlight reel, playing above the rim. I'm expecting a bigger yell from the crowd after that one. That was phenomenal.
And he's a 20-piece now as well. Iuli, patient, dumps it off to Barrow, can't complete.
Man, the bunnies are going bouncing on the Tuatara here in the second half. They just cannot finish those close ones.
Here's with a chance to get on a run. Bailey inside.
Beautiful pass by Cameron, timeout to the Tuatara. As that was run to perfection. The pocket pass dropped right in where nobody else can get it. 4 quick points out of the timeout, and Coach Aaron Young has seen enough.
Well, the Tuatara forced the Airs into a timeout, and now the Airs have counted and done the same. There's Aaron Young. We're going to head down and listen in to what he has to say to his Chargers. 2-point game.
We're good. The only thing that's keeping us in it, I said it at the half, we're missing bunnies and we're running, we're sprinting back. Keep trusting what we're doing. We're running good shit. Keep running it, those will fall. We're in a good position, everyone's gonna be fresh in the fourth. Stay with it, stay with it. Against the baseline, out of bounds, get it in, out of box. Look for the high post, that's you play the low post. If you don't have anything, kick it out, follow your pass. Here we go. 18.
And again, Case, just similar to Sam McKinnon moments ago. Stick with what we do.
Well, you don't need to come in with a brand new strategy in a game like this. What you need to do is get your team focused on the things that need to be focused on. And that's the execution, that's the finishes for Coach Aaron Young. With 1:37 left in this quarter, just 2 points the difference. Which team's going to be able to impose their will over these last 2 minutes? Because I could see one team coming out with a 5-6 point lead and grabbing all that momentum heading into the fourth.
So here we go. Big moment of the game, the next 90 seconds. Wiley has played some important minutes this afternoon. Iuli waits for Barrow, works off the big body, splits the gap.
It's a great finish, man. He's just got an excellent knowledge of exactly where the score clock is. He just got that shot off beforehand. Now he's up to 12 points.
And he's got 6 assists to go with it as well.
Had those 6 assists at halftime. Hasn't been able to pick up that statistical category.
Minnie just battling for points here this afternoon. He's finally put some points on the board.
I've got Wiley on him in the post. You got to attack that time and time again. He missed the first, but the stick-to-itiveness gets him the bucket.
You said he might be the man to watch late. Dalton receives. Good defense. Barrow hasn't hit the iron though. Shot clock at 10.
This is who I want the ball in the hands of. Let Iuli go to work.
And he does go to work, the young man. They get it back. Dalton took contact from Davis, and now Glidden for 3.
Oh. The Taranaki bench was livid at that open look. It goes missing off the bounce. What a possession that the Taranaki Airs survived. Now they get to finish the quarter. Not a good foul there by Wiley. but it does cut it down to 14 and gives a chance for Fitzgerald to come in. It sounded like he was actually being asked to do that foul.
Shot clock turned off. Still got a quarter to go. Strap yourselves in.
Where does Taranaki go for this finish? Flynn Cameron, he wants this one-on-one. He wants to attack with no time left.
What can the Airs come up with? Do they tie it up? Do they take the lead? Flynn Cameron for the lead. No, away to the right. Davison, does it count? No, waved away. So three-quarter time, that will not count. The coin officials have waved it away. Davison starring today with 20 points and 11 rebounds. There's 2 in it. Absolutely game on. A huge last quarter coming up. Let's go and chat with Tobias Cameron. Here he is with Case.
Tobias, that quarter, not much in it. You guys were able to come back a couple of times. What's the key to find better effect in the fourth quarter and hold the lead?
Let's try to keep getting stops. It starts on defensive end for us, and at times we're consistent, at times we're not. So we get on that, we should be good.
Thanks for the time. Good luck in the fourth quarter. And we'll be back after this break for the Tuatara versus Taranaki Airs fourth quarter.
Welcome back, quarter to play here this afternoon in the Sal's NBL. We've got a cracker. The Tuatara lead it by 2. Let's go straight down to the sidelines. Airs coach Sam McKinnon joins us. Sam, a tight one, as expected, between these two great teams. What was the message at three-quarter time?
Yeah, we're right there. They're a very good team, well coached. Yeah, get to the rim. Don't settle for threes. I thought we sort of bailed them out a bit when Lowe went out. So, yeah, ball movement, get on the rim and clearly defend.
You've been able to do a nice job with Rob Lowe, kept him in foul trouble. How can you continue to have him dampened a little bit in terms of his effectiveness?
Casey, why did you mention that? He's Rob Lowe, the fourth quarter. Hard man to guard. Obviously, foul trouble helped us a little bit there. But we've got to be really good in our rotations here. We can't let him single-handedly win the game. So lock into scout, know what we're going to do and make someone else beat us.
We'll let you take that up with Case in the car park after the game, Sam.
Oh, sweet as Brett.
He loves the car park.
Good on you, Coach. Appreciate your time. We'll let you get back to work.
You know, Sammy may be retired. I don't really want to see him in the car park after
Hell
this
no.
one. I'm okay.
Hell
today.
no. First one, miss for Rob Lowe. Back into the game now. Of course, 4 fouls at the moment. The Airs will be well aware of that.
Rob Lowe, excellent free throw shooter, but he hasn't had a lot of ball in hand today. He's been on the bench for a long time. It affects that run. But a great place to get that flow back is at the free throw line. He gets there early in the quarter, should be able to capitalize on moving forward.
11.7 rebounds for the reigning league MVP, Rob Lowe, today. Flynn Cameron from the Chemist Warehouse. Oh, and a foul.
That counts it, and it's going to go on the baseline. It looks like underneath. I think Cooper just got picked up his 5th foul, boxed it out.
He's out. Hands on his head, you can see him there. He can't believe it. He's just realised it's been called on him.
Well, I saw Davidson sort of get pushed out of the way, but I didn't see the activity. It looked like it was a little bit more broken than it was. Wiley checking into the game for Cooper. We're going to take a quick look at it here. And it's just this box out there.
There you go.
Just a little two-hand push on Hill. Not much in it, but you extend those arms, you're inviting officials to blow the whistle.
And also not even looking at the ball as well. So Cameron.
Man, he got on that rebound quickly.
Tukaha Cooper lasted 39 seconds in the last quarter. That's his day done. Glidden for three. Cam Glidden has been right on the mark here today.
He's taken 12 shots, all of them from behind the arc. He's hit 5 of them at 42%. If he gets his eye in, it really changes the geometry of the floor for the Tuatara here in the fourth.
Fishing, searching again. Cameron, nice hand. Iuli, Dalton now. Davison in front of him.
I loved what Iuli did. Just annoyed Cameron from the back. Didn't let him have an easy look at the bucket.
Wiley back into the action. Expect to see a fair bit of him, the youngster in this last quarter. Just 16 years of age. Speaking of youngsters, Braden Iuli fears no man.
The little scoop, the ice cream man cometh. What a little shot there by Braden Iuli, up to 14 now. Knocks it out of bounds with a deflection. If I'm the Taranaki Airs, I'm hunting the Wiley right now. All due respect to the young fella, 16 years old out there, but he does not have the strength to match up to some of these ones. I'm doing my best to get him involved in that action. Up to this point in the game, he's done a really nice job of defending.
Flynn Cameron on the inbound, short on the iron. Davison getting up over the top. Cameron again, going to work, kicks it out. Rakawa, safe hands. Not on this occasion. They do get another opportunity.
13 offensive rebounds for each team in the game now.
Cameron having a lot of looks.
We heard what Sammy Mack said. He wants the ball on the rim. That's not what he's getting right now.
Big block, Davison.
Man, he is athletic. He's got a little, he might have tweaked his ankle on that activity.
He's sore, isn't he? Iuli.
And he can get to the cup with ease, and just like that, it is a 8-point ball game. And Carlin Davidson, after that beautiful block, he's a little hampered. And there's been a lot of talent in this game, but who's your MVP today?
Oh, Carlin Davison leading the way right now. There's the QR code. You can have your say, free and fun.
20 points, 12 rebounds for Carlin Davidson. I can see that, but Braden Iuli has imposed his will on this game late. He is up to 16 points with 7 assists.
Charlie Dalton only 5% of the vote as well.
You know what? All those Tuatara players, I think they're taken away from one another. They've all done a good job, not a great job, nothing spectacular. Whereas you look at the Airs, just 2 players in double figures. Flynn Cameron, fresh off a plane from Greece, and Carlin Davison with 20.
Well, they've made their move yet again, haven't they? The Tuatara, can the Airs respond? Margin at 8. Tuatara win today. They lock up a home semi-final. Rob Lowe on 4 fouls right now. Tukaha Cooper done for the day. There's the live ladder case.
And it is where it began. No real change in percentage. This would be this win right now at this level would knock them back to where they started the day before the Rapid League action, which of course does count in the overall scores.
Back underway. Davison. Good news is he's out there. Rakawa, can he come up with something big in this last quarter? Pass. There's another steal for Glidden.
Just took his eye off it, didn't see Glidden at all, but he's up to 6 stocks, 4 steals and a block now.
Dalton loses it.
Maybe just
surrounded in the end, wasn't he?
Rob Lowe.
Oh, Cam Cornell has missed a bunny.
Rob Lowe took an elbow to the face.
Oh, look who comes up with it again. In and out for Glidden.
Oh, that's what he'd love to have back. That would have been a big opportunity to be able to go up 10 and really put some pressure, grab that momentum. Instead, it slows down again. We're going to get a little break to wipe some sweat off the court. Give the chance to Airs to regroup. I don't see the Airs together right now. They don't know what they're doing. They haven't run good offense. Who's grabbing this team right now and talking about what they need to run? Because they haven't run good offense these last couple of minutes. That's the big key for them offensively.
Yeah, good call, well spotted. Rakawa loves this shot. He's short. Both teams have had some big opportunities the last 30 seconds or so.
Cam Glidden grabs his 6th rebound of the ball game.
Wiley surrounded by John Timber.
Young fella, meet the moment. 16 years old, give me that bucket, 10-point lead.
Oh, big contact here. That's going to be against Nick Barrow into the face of Rakawa.
I think Rakawa set that one up. He knew he was running into a tree trunk. He takes that whistle. He has put his face on the line multiple times this season. Here's another one.
Mate, his nose is a beacon.
Never mind. That's an elbow to the throat. Jerome does not like that one. Didn't see that elbow from this side. That was not sold at all. He just took that one straight in the throat. Glad he's still breathing. Because those forearms of Nick Barrow, they can constrict the breathing path.
Did you say forearms or trunks?
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
Ayers needs something right now. Got to come up with the goods. Davison knows it. Sends it out. Tobias Cameron over Glidden.
Cam Glidden looks at the hand. I think he almost got a piece of that one. They're having a laugh at it. Beautiful shot by Tobias Cameron when the Airs needed it most.
And now, contact there. Thought it was going to be a travel. It's on Flynn Cameron.
Fouled away. He had body contact, but he also had that arm on the back pushing him so Fitzgerald couldn't get into the spin move he wanted to. 3rd personal foul in the quarter on the Airs, 2 on the Tuatara at the moment.
Still a long way to go. Hope you're enjoying it, wherever you may be watching. Of course, on Sky Sport and Sky Open here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, ESPN throughout the United States and right around the world on FIBA YouTube. Great to have you with us. Kiwi hoops in the Salons NBL at its best. And there's a foul on the inbound.
And that's the 4th foul on the Airs here in the quarter. This one on Tobias Cameron. Just got his hand stuck in the cookie jar. Was just trying to swipe at it as he ran by. Nick Barrow checking out of the game. I kind of liked what Nick was giving them there, his physicality. Of course, Charlie Dalton's been great, but now it's all that physicality all lands on Rob Lowe.
What about the experience there of Lowe and Glidden? Just wise heads, Case.
They were just on the same page. They understood what was happening. Cameron just reaches out to try and dissuade that pass. And Cam Glidden cuts underneath. Good challenge by Tobias Cameron, but 2 fouls on this possession sends Cam Glidden to the line.
Well, there's no substitution for experience. Lowe and Glidden showing it, and this is not the man the Airs want the ball in the hand of from the Chemist Warehouse. 88% on the season.
It's not defense for the Airs. They're playing great defense. They're making it very difficult for the Tuatara to score. But offensively, they're discombobulated here in the 4th quarter. They have not been able to find that rhythm that they found in that 3rd quarter where they took the lead. They've scored just 5 points in the quarter so far up to this point, compared to 12 from the Tuatara.
Davison handing it off to Bailey.
Forward momentum going towards the basket. Backdoor cut. Davison makes a good decision. Bailey, 2nd time with the rim rattler today.
Airs are hanging in there. Low on Davison. Answers.
He's just more skilled than you figured. Davison thinks he can pressure him, but Rob Lowe just attacks off the dribble.
And now Tobias Cameron. Basket for basket. Top stuff.
And that's what the Airs want. More attacks on the rim. That's where they're getting their activity from. That's where they're getting their successes.
Iuli had a wonderful game. Looking to get on the attack again. Davison shuts him down. Here's Charlie Dalton. Has to beat Bailey. Bailey did well. Davison up with it on the move. Rakawa up, over. No, turns it back.
That is a couple of possessions that Daron Arakawa's gotten caught here with nowhere to go with the basketball. I believe that one goes off the Tuatara, but the court officials are going to come together and discuss it. We had no clean angle for either of them. See if we get a replay of it here, and we'll take a look at it. Arakawa just takes off a little bit concerned about where that's going to go. Oh, that looks like it goes off Davidson's leg.
tell you what may go unseen in all
Jump
of that.
ball. Jump ball is called.
So Tuatara will get possession. Cam Glidden, just his defensive pressure there.
He's been doing a great job on that end. 4 steals, 1 block. But the jump ball, not the worst thing that happens to the Airs. Now that possession arrow goes back in their favor.
Here is Glidden.
Great defense, Davison. Just denying Rob Lowe the catch.
Glidden definitely wanted to go back to low. Iuli, they know where to go for him as well. Oh, bailed out. Cameron with the foul.
I mean, very tight. I thought he did enough to not get that whistle. I thought it was a good challenge. Iuli, excellent patience down in the post. Is able to eventually find that contact. Look at that. 1 shot fake, 2 shot fakes, step through, 3rd shot fake. Don't see the contact from that angle, but it matters not because he's at the line.
The first one is good. 17 points in the game for Iuli. 7 assists as well. Add another one from the Chemist Warehouse, and all of a sudden we're back out to 9 again.
Back to 9. Where did the Airs go for an answer?
The Cameron brothers, can they come up big? Davison has been huge all game. The young 20-year-old star turns around, elevates, short, gets it back as he does so often. Can't finish, battle, Glidden.
Oh, and he goes through Rob Lowe there. There was some contact, no whistle blown. Instead, Tuatara with a chance to make it double figures in the lead department.
And they're looking to kill this game off. Iuli, block, Cameron. His brother keeps it in. Flynn, was there contact there?
There's been a lot of contact this 4th quarter. It's being played like a finals game. And why not? Because finals positioning is on the line. Both teams look exhausted. They've put so much into their activity on the defensive end. You've got a lot of hands on knees here in the 4th quarter. Which team can dig deep and finish this ball game off?
Look at this case, bodies everywhere.
Oh, he pulls the Olay. Gave him the old Olay. Thought the contact was going to come, but Dalton pulls out nicely. Elijah Minnie going to check back into the ball game now.
He's got 4 fouls as well. Got to activate him right now, though. Bailey takes the seat.
And suddenly this Airs team becomes very small on the glass. Can Rob Lowe take advantage on the offensive rebounds?
3:40 to play. Margin at 9. Think back to the start of this game, opening minutes. The Aucklanders had a 9-0 start. We're right back where we started.
What's old is new again. Can the Airs string together 2-3 stops to get themselves back in the game?
Iuli, oh, strong strike through. Cameron.
Ball. Tobias Cameron might be the best in the competition right now at getting those charge calls going his way. Look at him go underneath the screen and just barely gets in front of that shoulder. Iuli drops the shoulder. Probably could have gone either way. This time, it goes in the Airs' favor when they needed it most.
This kid's a strong man as well, Braden Iuli.
Oh, he's phenomenal in terms of his frame. Certainly a much more mature frame than his age would suggest.
They've got to come up with something right now, the Airs. Their chances at a home semi-final on the line right now with just over 3 to play. Cameron, nowhere to go. Rakawa for 3, looks short, it is short. Big rebound low.
Not enough activity for me. I'd like to see that ball go side to side. They're not making the Tuatara adjust defensively enough.
Glidden turns it back. Iuli's come off his leg.
Just had nowhere to go with that basketball because of Flynn Cameron was in that passing lane. Almost dropped it off in a place where it could get caught, but once again, the Airs a chance to crack down this 9-point lead.
What a tussle, low scoring.
Just give it to Minnie, he's wide open. Nobody gives him the ball.
Screen to be set by Minnie here. Flynn Cameron, Iuli just tracking him. Cameron steps back out, he's fouled! 4-point play coming up for the Airs.
Iuli picks up his 2nd foul of the ball game. That possession looked lost until the last second when the ball drops through. He just says, all make it. Was his foot on the line as well? Looked like that might have been a 2, but he gets credit for 3.
Need to see that again. Good point, Case. Keep an eye on the feet.
Look how
Flynn Cameron.
Oh, just behind it. Excellent awareness by Flynn Cameron. Knows exactly where he needs to be on the court to hit the triple, and a chance to make this a 5-point ball game at the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Tell you what, did you see the reaction of his brother?
Not surprising.
He knew straight away.
Well, those are 2 young men who've competed against each other for a long time and competed hard to the point of blows, but no one has your back like a brother like that. Down to 5 by Flynn Cameron.
Here we go.
He's up to 16 points now himself.
So just like that, as they've done so many times today, they pull themselves back out and right back into it. Low on Mini. Size advantage. Davison helps. Lowe's just trying
That's
to
got to be offensive.
muscle his
It's
way
called.
through.
He's out.
Done.
Offensive foul called.
On the elbows. Look at Rob Lowe getting the crowd up.
Well, nothing that Taranaki crowd likes more than sending an Aucklander off the court with 5 fouls.
Well done, Carlin Davison here on the help. Watch this.
But Minnie as well. They're just standing there. And Rob Lowe put elbow there, right in the Davidson's face. Rob Lowe just trying to create that space. Nothing untoward in it. But that's sometimes where his bows go. Now, what can the Tuatara do without him on the court and his gravity?
2:20 to play. We have got a thriller to the finish here. Gee, if the Airs come up with something big here, this crowd will go wild. Flynn Cameron!
What a shot. 7 straight points for Flynn Cameron. Doing it from behind the arc, getting comfortable out there. Smiles for the Airs coming back to the bench, and a big burst of excitement from the crowd as suddenly we got ourselves a ball game.
Look out. Margin of 2.
7 straight for Flynn Cameron. He's got 19 points. He's got 6 rebounds. He's got 3 assists.
Sorry, I didn't see him.
Aaron Young. Look at the emotion. 2-point margin right now. Rob Lowe fouled out. Tukaha Cooper fouled out. And the Airs are coming strong. Still in the hunt for a top 2 finish, the Taranaki Airs. If the Tuatara can get this one this afternoon, they lock in a home semi-final. Carlin Davison, 20 points in the game. Flynn Cameron now has 19. Iuli leading the way for the Tuatara with 18. Carlin Davison leading the MVP poll with the viewers right now at over 70%. I've said it a few times, Casey, strap yourself in.
Tuatara coming with some offense. 10 seconds left. They need a great look.
Out of the timeout, Wiley runs straight into Flynn Cameron. Iuli has starred today. Nowhere to go underneath. He
Shot
makes
clock.
room.
Shot
and
clock violation.
It is turnover. Just didn't get it up in time.
What an opportunity. Great defense there. Iuli running out of loose. Just enough by the size and length of Minnie to make that a more difficult shot than it needed to be. I like that matchup for the Airs.
Here we go. Rakawa, his favourite spot. Wiley, terrific defence from the young man. Davison, Cameron, the star, Flynn, Cameron. No, there's a big push underneath, unseen. Rakawa for 3. He can't finish. Davison.
That's a foul on Davison.
He's been picked up this time, yep.
Oh, Carlin Davison, what a crash. The effort of the Taranaki Airs here in the 4th quarter to get on the glass. They have just been refusing to get boxed out. They've got 16 offensive rebounds in the game, but that one costs Carlin Davison.
Well, I reckon the Airs got away with one earlier.
Third foul on Davison. This sends Barrow straight to the free throw line. He shot the ball 5 times. This is his first trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
First one is out. Look at Davison.
He wants some noise.
He's a showman, isn't he?
He enjoys the moment, no doubt about it.
Still a long way to go in this game. Both teams have their player timeout. Oh, misses the second. Crowd loves it.
Turns out not to be too bad a foul, but where's the offense coming from? They need to go a little bit earlier in the shot clock than they have been.
Minnie's been held to 2 points. Flynn Cameron has 19. Maybe Minnie. Oh, it's come off the hand of Glidden.
Nice attack by Minnie there. Good recognition that Nick Barrow doesn't have the foot speed to come with him. Just 7.9 seconds left on the shot clock now for the Airs to decide to do something with it.
Can they tie it up? Can they take the lead? Davison underneath. Cameron had it, lost it, back to his feet, right inside the line.
2 seconds on the shot clock, gotta get it up.
Rakawa doesn't know. That's it, they've turned it over, have they?
That's the turnover. Tobias Cameron, the clap your hands, everybody, probably coming at an inopportune time for the Taranaki Airs when teammates are screaming, shoot the basketball, but they can't hear it because the MC is trying to get the whole crowd hyped up.
Your favorite MC in the competition, Case.
Oh, look at Flynn Cameron's defense, almost forcing the turnover.
Who's going to come up with the win here today? Minnie looked at it. Iuli. Oh, turnover. No. Tobias Cameron. Gutsy stuff. Minnie for 3. They keep it going. Tobias Cameron. Foul. No. Whistle. Yes. Down. Cameron. In fact, it was Davison.
Davison off the rebound finally gets on the glass. Timeout to the Tuatara with 28 seconds left in the game and all tied up. Carlin Davison refusing to be removed out of this game.
Bodies everywhere. How about the Airs getting after it here?
I mean, this isn't about skill right now, it's about will. And they are willing themselves into this game. It's gotten much harder for the Tuatara to rebound with Rob Lowe on the bench. Since he's fouled out, they just haven't had that level of size and physicality. Carlin Davison now up to 22 points, 14 rebounds, 9 of them on the offensive end. Minnie tried to put the game away with that one. Great look. Tobias Cameron, he got the steal. He gets the first offensive rebound. Second one for Carlin Davison.
Man,
what an effort.
Well, Tobias Cameron has been terrific today. Kept that alive, and then Davison just flew in over the top of all of them to finish.
Not the first time, not the last time that's going to be happening in his career. Both teams in the bonus. Any foul sends you to the line. Carlin Davison, the overwhelming favorite for MVP now. 68% of the vote. Flynn Cameron in there as well. Nobody for the Auckland Tuatara getting in that mix. But maybe an MVP steps up right here. 28 seconds left, gotta get a great look. I wonder if the Tuatara don't run the ball down to 14 seconds and call a player timeout so they can ensure they get the last shot of the quarter.
Well, let's see if they do just that, Casey. Dalton across halfway. Everything's got to go right for either team.
I'd call it right now if I'm Ben.
Iuli turns. He goes up. No whistle. The Airs come up with it.
Timeout. They have a timeout. They want it.
7, 6, 5. Davison whistle. He's off to the Chemist Warehouse. Oh.
Block called on Cam Glidden. Carlin Davison with 2 seconds left in the ball game. A chance for the win. What a possession. Cam Glidden looks like he had a foot in the charge circle. The aggressiveness of Carlin Davison. Does he score the last 4 points of this ball game to secure the win?
Star of the show, the 20-year-old. Davison.
All comes to this one. He's got to refocus, lock in. It only takes one to get the lead.
Maybe the biggest shot from the Chemist Warehouse this season. Down
timeout to the Tuatara. Player timeout called. So they're going to have to decide it on the court themselves. There's a sub coming in. Elijah Minnie was at the substitution table, so he gets to come in despite the timeout.
Nico Hill takes the seat, 1.9. You can see it there. Ball will be advanced.
I'm looking for Cam Glidden with the catch coming off a screen. I'm looking for Yuli. I'm looking for Charlie Dalton at the rim. Those are my three big options.
Ayers can't foul, cannot foul.
Any foul sends him to the line.
So it all comes down to this.
Charlie Dalton looking like he's going to be inbounding. Well, Cam Glidden's going to inbound. If I'm the Ayers, I'm worried about him catching off. Look for a quick catch back to Glidden.
A Sell special on a Sunday afternoon. Ayers by 1. 1.9 to play. Tuatara, Glidden, Iuli, no! Oh, it's counted! It's counted!
That's no time left. That is game over. They're going to talk about it. A basket interference was called on Carlin Davison.
Wow.
So the shot goes up. No foul called. Basket interference was called on the court. I think that bucket's going to count. It's going to be a Tuatara win.
Here we go.
Watch, he misses, but he hits the backboard. Oh my.
Gee, I don't know if he has.
They're discussing it now. Let's see what the call that comes out of it is. I think they're talking about the clock.
Well, there's no contact on the ball whatsoever. We can see that from the replay.
Here we have the whistle. Count the bucket. It's counted.
Davison up. Oh, he's hit the ring.
And
he hit the bottom of the backboard.
The bucket counts. So you can't hit the backboard when the ball's on the rim. That's basket interference. If it moves a little bit or it moves a lot, that's why he touches the rim, basket interference. But now they're putting 1 second on the clock. So the Ayers have the opportunity.
And they have a player timeout as well. So what a finish.
Timeout called to the Ayers. They're going to get to advance.
What a game of basketball.
Wow.
That TJ Gardner-Holmes replay, how good is that in slot? We get the benefit of that, obviously. Coin officials on the spot, amazing.
Great call by Sharon Martin and a gutsy call on the road.
What's the elbow? There's the finger. What's the elbow? Right there.
But once you hit the rim, when the ball's on the rim, it's over.
Yep.
You can't grab the rim as a defensive player. And you can't even touch it. That's where the basket, and it's not goaltending. Goaltending is taking the ball out. It's basket interference. So really good job by the officials. And now, Taranaki has a chance to respond one more time. 1 second on the clock. A play similar to what the Tuatara just ran, but putting the ball in the hands of Carlin Davison, I could see. We got shooters all over the place, options galore, but time is not on their side.
Iuli 20 points with that. Game still alive for the Ayers. Semi-final chances still alive. What an incredible game this afternoon.
Once again, the most important thing for the Tuatara, can't foul. Both teams in the bonus.
So here we go. Similar position to what we saw 0.9 of a second ago. Flynn Cameron to bring it in. Can the Ayers come up with the remarkable? Can't get it in. Has called the player timeout.
Heads up play. Heads up play. Nice job by the Tuatara. Got really physical with Carlin Davison. They was not going to get a chance for a free look, but he's a little hobbled today on that ankle.
Looking around this stadium, sorry, Case, everyone just on the edge. Look at this behind us. They're all standing edge of their seat.
Well, it's been exciting. Might get a little bit more exciting for the home fans after this. Do the Ayers run back the same play that didn't work just a second ago? Oh, you got Flynn Cameron in the post. Charlie, yeah.
Here we go, Tobias. Davison tries to tip it. That doesn't go down. And that will do us. Game over. What a thriller. Tuatara book a home semi-final. Sal's NBL thriller this afternoon. The Tuatara get the win 77-76. What an amazing game here today at TSB Stadium. An absolute beauty between two of the best teams in the competition. And although they didn't get up, this man here gave it everything. 66% of your vote today, MVP for Carlin Davison. Cam Glidden starred for the Tuatara. Here he is with Casey.
Well, how about that one? I mean, that was pretty exciting down the stretch. A great play call. Walk us through what you were trying to get and what you actually got out of it for the win.
Yeah, we got exactly what we wanted out of it. I don't know why it works so well. We've never ran it before, but little elevator play for B and curl to the rim. A lot of people settle for a jumper or a fadeaway three in those situations, and we talked about it might be better to get on the rim and put the refs under a bit of pressure. We didn't get the foul, but luckily got the bucket.
I mean, you have a young team. They've stepped up these last few weeks. You've sealed that #2 seed and the home semifinal with that win. How important is that for the Tuatara moving forward as they chase a championship?
Yeah, really important. I mean, we want to win every game, and every game's great preparation for what's coming next. And these guys are a great team. They're down on McCarran, Lou's Froling, and Flynn obviously straight off the plane, and they're a tough team. So to get this win, low on numbers, Rob Lowe gets foul trouble, Tooks gets foul trouble. It's a big win for the club.
Appreciate the time. Thanks, man.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Yeah, he's spot on, isn't he, Cam Glidden? A huge win for the team on the road, and he played a massive part in it this afternoon, Cam Glidden. We know that he's a hot shooter, and he was draining those triples, 5 of those for him today, on his way to 17 points, 7 rebounds as well, but he came up with some great stops, 4 steals, a part of his game this afternoon. Cam Glidden, a star. Speaking of stars, a rising star, Braden Iuli.
Well, I venture a guess that was your first game winner in the Sal's NBL. Came off. What were you thinking when that contact was going through? What was going through your mind?
Obviously, I was just trying to put the ball in the hoop. You know, it's always getting a good win on the road against such a competitive team.
What does it say about the Tuatara? Rob Lowe fouls out, a young squad without the reigning MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Had a big lead, were able to find it in the end. How did you guys do it?
Like I said at the beginning, you know, the game plan stays the same with or without players. Rob was obviously a big loss, but the boys stepped up and we got the win.
Defensively, you guys really found a way. Held the Airs to just 76 points. That kind of effort, obviously important moving forward. But what does it say to be able to do it with so much foul trouble in a hostile environment today?
Well, I think it's good that we got our 3 tall blacks coming back, so that'll help a lot. But no, the boys are still the same. Every game we attack, you know, precision, and we always try to get that win.
Appreciate the time. Great job today.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Well, he's a star on the rise, isn't he, Braden Iuli? They've had some tall blacks on international duties, but this young man has well and truly stepped up and stood up for his team. Terrific today, 20 points, I should say, and 7 assists. And he played a big part down the stretch. We are definitely fans, aren't we?
Phenomenal game. It's always just fun to be in the building for that one. The crowd's going home a bit disappointed, but hopefully not too much, because that was a heck of a ball game they just got to watch. As we take a look at the stats, efficiency was not the name of the day. Under 40% for both teams shooting, under 35 from beyond the arc. The free throws evened out in the second half, just 3 free throw opportunities for the Tuatara at halftime, and 18 of those in the second half, so that flipped on them, enabling the Tuatara to hold out in the end. Look at the rebounds, attacking the glass, both teams active on the offensive rebounds, but in the end, just enough from the Auckland Tuatara to squeeze out that dub.
A lot of fun, that rebound battle today, wasn't it? What a game. The Tuatara get home by 1, and this takes us to the Sal's NBL live ladder, and with the win, the Tuatara have locked in a home semi-final.
It is all locked in for them, and not only that, but now the race for third is on with the Saints chasing the Airs, and the Bulls still in that chase as well. A lot of activity still to go under the bridge before that happens.
Rams and the Giants still to come tonight to finish off round 15. So this is how we sit right now. Final 6, of course, we've still got a round to play. Things could still move around, but what we know is the Rams and the Tuatara have both locked in a home semi-final.
Yeah, and a really impressive job by both those teams. They have been the strongest teams throughout the season. They're deserving of it, but still a little bit of activity to go. Can the Bulls sneak in? Can they grab a home play-in? Or will things change around on the seeding side?
So still a bit to play out, but we have learnt a lot more here this afternoon. What an excellent game of basketball, but it's not done. Round 15 continues, Case. The Rams and the Sharks still to come. Sky Broadband Rapid League from 5:30, and of course the Sal's NBL from 6:30. Sharks have been in a bit of form.
Sharks have been playing very well, and about an illness that's gone through the Rams this week will be a tough one for them to get because of the improved form of Southland.
Well, if you love your hoops, you have been treated to a classic here this afternoon. Fans filing out. They know they're headed for finals. A bit to look forward to. The Tuatara in a thriller get home by a point. Look at that, 77-76.